host for the evening is Rob from Rob on the Road. He is from England. I am from Iowa, here in the United States, since in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. We're going to be talking about emergency takedown archery equipment and survival gear that you can get on the cheap that anyone can build. I mean, we're not talking high end stuff, but stuff that could get you through most any situation when you do not have a high end budget. A lot of us out there do not have the funds to be spending thousands of dollars on this high end gear. Myself, I am on literally on workman's comp right now due to my injury to my knee, and I know for a fact that Rob on the Road is restricted due to the laws of his country.
The irony, I can go and buy high-end stuff, I just can't use it.
Yep, that's his restriction. Doesn't mean he can't get it. He just can't.
Ironically, high-end archery equipment is very easy to get hold of in the UK.
But not on the budget-wise, though.
No, funnily enough, budget stuff's actually quite hard.
Well, I don't know your budget, so I don't need to know. Remember?
$0.
Your budget is what it is.
My budget is 0, and if the item found can come with some currency, that would be good.
Oh yeah. But I've got two different takedown bows that are on the opposite ends of the spectrum. The first one is the cheapest one I have acquired. That it was actually purchased new, and that is the Deerseeker Takedown Recurve. It is one of the most budget-friendly new bows that I can count on one hand that you could use for bow hunting, as well as bow fishing or any other small game hunting, you name it. It can be used for because it's budget friendly. When I say budget friendly, under $100. And then when you say that doesn't seem like under very budget friendly, when it comes to archery gear, that actually is pretty cheap, but it's decent quality budget gear too, not just high-end junk.
Is that the takedown bow that you've replaced the thumb screws on, or are going to?
No, those the ones actually came with it that way. Actually, the screws you're talking about are these right here. These are the ones I thought I was supposed to going to be restricting, replacing what was on it, but it came that way, so I didn't have to use them. So these are my extra ones. Now these are the ones I want to replace my other ones bolts with when I can figure out how. That's still in a work in progress. Mm-hmm. Once I figure that out, no tools will be needed ever again, which is a bonus.
Oh yeah.
I am going to be throwing off some other items that are, you could throw into your bag that you may or may not need, that depending on your budget. I mean, myself, I'm not exactly sure how you define my thrifting skills, Rob. I'm better than average.
You're doing all right on that front, aren't you?
Well, I mean,
you're doing all right.
I find high-end stuff on the cheap. Now, I can't explain how or why. I do. But this kit right here that I'm going to show you, everything, oh my God, very few things are brand spanking new, with exception of the bows. Both bows were bought brand new, one because it was the first model of its kind, the other because it's a budget-friendly bow that I could not pass up. And just to prove a point, because I am left-handed gear is not cheap normally. No matter what I try to do, people who go out there and make the bows make sure that left-handed gear is more expensive. And their reasonings are usually saying, oh, we had to have special equipment to make them and everything. There are a lot more left-handed bow hunters and archers out there than they give themselves credit for. Because some of the best archers I know in the world are left-handed. Fred Bear, for one. And if anybody doesn't know who Fred Bear is, he started the Bear Archery Company. And he hunted everywhere around the world with a 45-pound recurve. We're talking all manner of game, large and small. Now, do I recommend you do that? No. I think you should go with the smallest game you can acquire that you can put food in your belly. That's about all I could suggest. Now, if it was a situation came out that Rob had to hunt, I think his hunting vegetables would be kind of hard for him to do, especially in the wintertime.
It depends where.
Due to your medical condition, I know that you can't. But that's not my story to tell. He's the exception, not the rule, folks. Because his condition is not common. Or is it? I don't know.
I think it's become more common, but that's only as a result of the increased awareness of tick bites.
So is that what caused yours was a tick bite?
No, mine wasn't, but that is a common route for it.
Oh, okay. Was your mom bit by a tick when you were in vitro and all that stuff, or no?
Nope. It came on later in life.
So you're a mutant.
Yeah.
Not in a bad sense, folks. He's got a superpower. You're still taller and got a better beard than I do.
I can see slightly further afield.
You can see over my head. Yes. I'm short, folks. I'm short. But it doesn't mean I'm, useless or anything like that. But on that note, some of the gear I want to show off. I'm going to wait for I get some more people in here before we can actually. I got three people showing up here at the top, but I don't know who's here because they're lurking.
One of them's probably you. One of them isn't me because I shut my YouTube.
Okay. Let's see here. I don't want to shut my YouTube. I could shut my YouTube off, I guess, but I like having it using my the chat where I can type a little bit easier and see the chat faster.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I keep it open on that side. But I got a teeny little window off to the side. Okay. Do me a favor, Rob. Ask me questions. That way I can answer them, and I do my best to show you what kit that I have that is budget friendly that people should be able to afford to put together.
You've got so the budget end by what did that come in at after shipping?
Hey, how you doing, Roscoe?
Oh, hey, Roscoe.
His nephew got the bug out bag I sent him, by the way.
I survived. How's it awesome? That didn't take too long.
The compass did not survive the trip.
Get smashed.
It's smashed. Actually, that really sucks. I apologized profusely for that. I had no control of what the mail does. But
welcome to the mail.
I guess we start off big and work our way down. Depending on
the bow itself, I know it wasn't massively expensive.
Nope, it was $83.89.
Was that shipping included?
This in case it was included because that was with free shipping because it was off of Amazon, and I will be putting the link to that particular bow in the description below at the end of this chat.
So allowing for Amazon's unique pricing structure, you're talking between $80 and $100 for a decent budget bow.
No, I mean literally when I say $83 or whatever in change, or $89.89. That's it. There was no more, no taxes, nothing. That was it.
Yeah, no, but I mean Amazon has a habit of changing its pricing.
Well, let me do me a quick.
But you can get a reasonable quality bow for less than $100.
Yeah. I'm just double checking. $83.90 on the button. Free delivery. That is it. Left or right-handed from 25 pounds all the way up to 60.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, value for money is on the high end, but even on the low strength bows, that's not a bad price.
And it's very versatile, not because it's a takedown model. I'll show you which model it is because I've got it right here beside me, right here, with the ability to take down the limbs without using any tools, which is a bonus. Because last thing you need to do in a survival situation is figure out where your Allen wrench is.
Yeah.
You know, that would be, because all it takes is one of these that holds the limbs on. I'm not taking this one off because this is what it is. So hold it in. But the thing is, this is a knockoff of a Samick Sage, you know, with the place where you can put an arrow rest through here if you want to, or you can shoot off the shelf like I normally do. Spot for adding a sight on there, or you could use it for attaching a that's different model would allow you to attach a bow fishing setup, but you can also do that on the front because it's got the optional sections. This is what makes it a better deal than the average bow, because the ability to add accessories is a bonus.
Yeah, you can make it work with your needs.
Huh?
You can make it work with your needs and use case.
Exactly. Also, it doesn't weigh too much, and it collapses down to about 23 inches.
Rucksack size.
Pretty much. Yeah, depending on your rucksack. I mean, I can fit it into my normal day pack normally. But
that's good.
At the time when I got that one, that was my low budget. When I had my higher budget way back in the day, when I got my tax returns and all this other stuff, I was able to purchase this one, which is much smaller than the other one. Unfortunately, it's also heavier than the other one. But this one's got some bonuses that I will be showing off that could go with either bow that are actually severely budget friendly, because it's only $32 for 3 of these items that I have in here, which I'll be showing off.
So that bow, when you've taken it apart, are the limbs sturdy enough that you can strap them to the outside of the pack?
Yes.
That's good.
The only thing is, you got to make sure when you take the limb bolts off, you screw them back into the riser.
Yeah.
Screw them back into the riser. That way you don't lose them.
But you would feel quite confident strapping the limbs either side to your pack.
Yep.
If you had to. Oh, that's good.
Also, if the limbs break, you can replace the limbs, because they sell the limbs as a separate thing. If you need to either,
that's handy.
Yeah, anything that's broken, you could replace it. Or if your ability gets better, you need stronger limbs, you could just go up to the next level. Or if you injured yourself and you need to go down to a lower level, you can do that by saving the same riser.
So along with being a takedown bow, it could also be a good introductory bow for people who want to
it's very much so an introductory bow.
Progress without having to spend it out on a new bow every 5 weeks.
Yeah, it is. One of the things I liked about the Samick Sage, which is what this one's based off of, it is considered a big entry level bow. Now, myself, since I've had this one for almost 10 years, that's my Samick I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It is basically been my hunting bow. It's been my survival bow, my bow fishing setup, all that, but with one price. When I paid for the original one, it was $140 for my Samick.
So now it's today's money.
Let me correct myself. $121 and some change. They now went up to like $150 now.
I mean, that's not a bad increase in 10 years.
Yep. But the model, the copy of the design has been copied over and over again. And this reiteration of this model is now at $83.90.
I can't complain.
Can't complain. Only thing that's different is the name. But I do like the fact that the riser is cut a little reddish in the riser, which is really cool. It does have a pistol grip riser, which is really nice. Like I said, it does come in left and right-handed models, so you don't have to choose. I love the fact that it's a good quality bow for those who are on a budget. You can go down as low as 25 pounds. Sorry, go ahead.
That is a really, even like $100, I'd consider a good budget price. I'd be happy paying that for something I might use.
Now, here's the thing. With the addition to this next item that I'm going to show you, makes both this setup and my other setup even more quality. Now, you already know about my other setup, which this is the one that's in this case right here. That is a $500 bow. The reason it is because it was a first production model of a left-handed model that they never had before. So I had to wait until they actually came out with a left-handed model before I bought this one. But the thing I'm talking about right now is this pocket arrow, takedown arrow set. Got it off of Etsy for $32 for 3 takedown arrows. Now, for anybody who is interested, right now it just comes with simple field points on it. But with the right tips, you can make them into broadheads, blunts, you name it. And as you can see, these things, there's 3 sets of arrows right there. And these are feather fletched too. They're not just veins, which I have a problem with. Now, it's not too difficult to put it together. And I will be putting the link to this one in the description below as well. That way anybody can go. I'm not getting any kickback for any of these folks. These are just my opinions. This is my products that I really, really like. And I wish I was getting something, but I'm not. But this is a 29-inch arrow field point, but you can take it off and put in a screw in blunt, screw in broadhead, whatever you want to do. It's very stiff, probably about a 300 grain arrow stiffness. And yeah, it is a carbon fiber deal. You get 3 of them for $32. You can't get that cheap anywhere. This was normally made for the what is it called? The pocket slingshot.
Oh, yeah.
It was marketed as, an alternative to a bow situation. But I found out that it works better for bows, especially for those kind of situations like mine, which this is a 55-pound draw, anodized aluminum, fiberglass limbed longbow, takedown longbow. The only thing I can't do with it yet is the limb bolts. I'm trying to figure out my best solution for that. And I did have my, give me a second. Just for somebody's information, in case they were curious about the length and everything else. From tip to tip. Sorry, Rob, you are now on in bulk. You're in charge.
Look at the giant letter R.
That's you.
Tell me what you like about the giant letter R.
I could tell you, but I mean, it is just over 22 inches long. So this setup, 22 inches long, which can fit on pretty much any backpack. I plan on adding straps to the back of this where I can wear it as a back quiver, which would make it more versatile. And as I'm also adding some more bow fishing setups and things like that. But that's in the future. But as you saw, that is like the cheapest setup you can get for under $50. So between the two, you can have arrows and a decent bow, takedown bow that'll fit in your backpack without being seen by outside people for just over $100. You tell me where you can get that. I don't know where.
Yeah. I mean, it really does edge into that sort of almost covert.
Right. Now, I do plan on adding, give me a second here. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I am going to be changing out some things out of this box right here to add some things that will help me in the future. It doesn't have it right now, but I'm going to make this box here my extra kit for tips, extra limb bolts, and for I could do blunts, I could do broadheads, I could do just regular field points, and maybe some bow fishing tips if I wanted to go that route. And this way I can keep everything in here safe, secure, and I don't have to worry about cutting anything up. It doesn't necessarily have to be waterproof. That's the only thing, but it will be save my back, and it'll also fit. Give me a second here. And get well. The other side, it'll fit on the back side, not the front side. But I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. But I plan on adding some additional stuff to it that I can add not just this. Give me a second here. I think you'll agree with this here, Rob. When you figure out a way to do it with this.
Mm.
Can you just find a way to attach it, on the side?
Your hand
Sort of like a back quiver for a machete.
I would just get some canvas material similar to the bag you've got, some heavy gauge cabling, and stitch a pouch.
Well, it already has a loop right there, and I could probably add some. When I add the back strap for the back quiver part, where it attaches down at the bottom, I could add another loop right there, so that way it'll attach. That way, if I decide to wear it as a side quiver or a back quiver, it doesn't matter which, depending on what your preference is. And if anybody wanted to know why I would add this. This is got a little mini survival kit in it. Not just, I still got more room to add more stuff right there, but this has got a fire starter. This one's got a water purification. It's got a knife sharpener. It's got duct tape. It's got sewing needles, fishing kits, all that stuff, all right here. And this is a bolo machete. And even with all that stuff, that's still under 120 bucks. Unless if I add it with that other bow.
Mm-hmm.
But with this bow, it's going to be a little bit more than 500. But that's my personal preference. That's my personal bow, not something everybody can get. That one, by the way, folks, in case you're wondering, is the SAS Survival Archery Systems Atmos Survival Longbow. I got the first left-handed model. They came off the line, so I waited for over a year and a half to get that bow after I heard about them. It's really interesting. I've got 4 people in here. I don't know who else is here besides you, me, and Roscoe, but hello. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. My name is Colin. My co-host is Rob. We are, well, at least I am, going to talk about the inexpensive bow hunting or bow fishing or even archery stuff that you could use for survival that's way under most people's budgets. That way they can afford it. From the arrows to a decent takedown model. You can also, by the way, you don't have to go with a takedown recurve. They do have a takedown longbows for the same exact price, depending on what you're used to using, which is, there's nothing wrong with either one. It's just that I like the recurves because they, a little bit more zip in their arrow speed. But that's my personal preference. Now, I believe you can shoot, Rob. You can't shoot because of the laws there, correct?
I can at ranges.
If the world ended, you wouldn't care.
Oh, well, that's different.
And you would probably end up trading what you can for stuff that you can't eat.
If the world ended, it'd take England a couple of weeks to catch on.
Maybe.
We'd have to have a vote on it.
No,
We have a
I'm sorry
TV
to
panel
say
show
that
about the end of the
while
world.
Parliament may have a vote on it, the citizens won't. They have to eat. They can't wait for someone to make up their minds. Correct?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, things aren't quite as bad as people think, to be honest, but it is a bit. Oh, some days I think we go backwards just to go forwards again.
No. Well,
It reminds me of that scene in Austin Powers where he's trying to turn that buggy around in the corridor.
right.
He's got 2 inches of space and just goes back, forth, back, forth, back, forth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can shoot. I can shoot bow. I can go to ranges and archeries, private land to a point.
Yeah, but the thing is, only problem is because your condition, you can't eat it, unfortunately.
Oh, that doesn't stop me. It doesn't stop me from going shooting. I just can't.
No. But you could trade for what you need once you do that. I mean, because also you could use it. What you get with if you know how to skin, you could use it.
Yeah. I mean, I can probably outshoot most people I know over this side of the pond.
Okay, I'm glad you clarified that. Except for those on the Olympic archery team.
It's not an issue with that. It's simply, I mean, I'm of the opinion if you're not going to use it, don't do it. Well, obviously, to me, it's a bit pointless.
That's true.
When it could live another day for somebody else.
I am going to show you something that's actually kind of cool. In case anybody wondered, do you know what this is?
That's a bottle carrier.
I was very apt and I'm glad you figured it out.
For putting around your bottles you can carry on your belt or your bag or your Jeep or whatever. Your push bike.
Yep.
You can clip it to an Ian.
No. He would lose it. Because it's not a super heavy duty connection, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it'd be ideal for keeping a bottle sturdy in a vehicle.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a place to secure it, it does have a snap, a Velcro and a snap.
Yeah, I mean, you got like a grab rail or something in a pickup truck or something, it'd be perfect, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Let's see here. What's another good thing? That's something completely different. I don't know. By the way, some of this stuff came from the kit that I just showed you, that box.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to show you the most useless item in the entire box.
Oh, the Swiss Army credit card.
Oh, yeah.
Capable of doing absolutely nothing badly.
Well, it does have a minimal set of cordage that came with it.
Oh.
Minimal. It might work as a bottle opener.
Actually, I have one of those, and they powder coated it, so nothing is sharp. It's like a safety tool.
The only thing that they actually did halfway decent. You see the Morse code?
Where's that? I'm struggling to see. My eyesight ain't great. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's all it says, and that's the best thing they ever did to it. But like I said, I will be putting in the description below the address for these pocket arrows. I'm actually very impressed. Now, would I eventually be changing the fletchings out for longer ones? Most likely. Because I've got the setup for putting on these better fletching. But these are real fletchings, which is really nice. But they'll be enough for takedown small game, small protection to a point. Because no one wants to get hit with an arrow. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. It hurts.
Especially not in the knee.
Huh?
Especially not in the knee.
I've got titanium.
No one should take an arrow to the knee.
Do I look like a Knights of the Round Table or an old knight taking an arrow to the knee? No, I'm an archer, not a knight. But and I'm not a Mighty Python character either.
Did you happened to see that thing that was going around? I don't know. It's from America, of course it is. I should somebody had complained of a power outage, and when they came to inspect it, there was an arrow through the power line.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That's a real thing. It really happened.
I'm not sure if I'm impressed or concerned.
Somebody just decided to shoot an arrow up, and it came down and
Straight in, stuck in.
Imagine if they would hit the transformer. Would have been worse.
Well, there's a level of stupid skill to do that.
Oh yeah. I'm going to go through this kit here, which is going to be the pack is going to be the last thing I'm going to show people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to get out that other bow because it's not a budget friendly bow. Okay, this is one of the first things that's in the bolo machete, which I picked up at a flea market for $5, by the way, folks. Did not have the sheath. I had to buy the sheath separate for $8 offline, but it works. But it's got Gorilla Tape on the outside. This is just a Tylenol bottle, repurposed. And every kit should have a sewing kit of some kind. There's a striker, a sail needle, fish hooks, fish weights, fish line. Oh, and a mini little neodymium magnet.
It's always handy to have those magnets.
The magnet is actually to help with the lack of a regular compass. That's where
you can use a sewing needle or something.
The needle is magnetized.
Mm.
But this is not this is a heavy duty leather needle, as you guys can see. So you can see it's fairly substantial.
Yeah, I've got a few of those.
And with some paracord, which I'm planning on adding to this setup, which I have not done yet because I haven't found the paracord I like yet. Give me a second. I'm going to get the lid on here. There we go. Right next to that kit is a little mini ferro rod, which is where the striker comes in. That's a fairly substantial ferro rod. It should last you many, many hundreds or thousands of strikes for fire starting. You can either use the machete itself or you can use that striker, your choice. Now, this is why you have to use this in conjunction with the rest of the kit. Water purification tablets.
Ah, that Coleman's.
That's Coleman's, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see if I can get up close so I can get to where you can read it.
Oh, yeah, it's Coleman's, yeah. I don't think it's going to focus enough to read.
How about?
No,
I can't let me try this. Let me try this. It's hard to read.
Yeah, I can see the Coleman's. That's about it.
There's drinking water purification tablets. And the last item I have in this kit, which I haven't done anything else yet, is a little sharpening stone. It did come with a bigger one, but I swapped it out for a smaller one I could use that last pocket for other things. I haven't figured out what the other things is yet, but I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. But this whole kit, with everything else, is still under $150 for everything. And you can't really beat that. The bow, the arrows, this setup.
Hello, Magnus.
Hey, Magnus, how you doing, brother? Soup, son? The tablets,
yeah, they do.
They do expire, but then again, it's up to you to keep an eye on them, and you can just replace them as they need to. But you can also use other options such as
chlorine.
Well, technically, they are like basically chlorine tablets.
In that case, if they are chlorine based, you must make a note of that date because they become toxic.
Right. Well, you can also get iodine tablets, which you can do the same
Not over here,
thing.
you can't.
Over here you can.
Iodine no longer allowed for sale in the UK.
Actually, if you know on Temu, they sell these cotton swabs, for your ears.
With the snaps in them.
Yep. You know what those things are inside those things?
We won't get them. They won't import them here.
They won't?
Oh, no.
Dang.
You'd be surprised. Well, we can't have that. We can't have magnesium sulfate. We can't have hexamine.
I get the hexamine because that's the same stuff that you use for the
making large things very small.
Tabs. Yeah. Those are fuel tabs.
Yeah, the hexamine we can't have because people in the past have used it to make black cabs very big, very quickly.
Now, here's an interesting question for you. For those people who will understand what I'm saying, there's a way to make an antibiotic, or there's something very adjacent to that, using electrolysis and silver.
Mm-hmm.
You get where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
For those people who don't, you want to give them a hint there, Rob, since you understand what I'm saying?
If they don't get it, then no.
Okay. Back in the day, before antibiotics were antibiotics, they used to use
tread carefully.
Silver
platters mainly.
I think I got one in here I could show you. I brought this. This is the other kit from my other.
You know what, Magnus? Pack, so. Not at this rate, no.
No, they don't want the bottles in the UK.
We have the always helpful paper straw. That's great for a liquid.
Oh, what's it called? Silver
nitrate?
No, not nitrate. A colloidal silver.
Oh yeah, you're not getting that on the open market.
No, you can make it yourself though.
You can, but it will turn you blue
if you overdose. But it's made mainly for when you. It's adjacent to an antibiotic.
Yeah, it's great for open wounds.
Yep. You can buy a lot of first aid kits have them. Colloidal silver, and you can make it yourself you can use silver dollars, old silver coins. If you have one else's silver, it's even better. But
the higher the purity, the better.
Oh, the higher the purity, the better quality you're going to get. And all you do is run an electrical current through it, and it works. It's not 100%, like antibiotics such as penicillin or anything like that. But when you don't have it available, it works. But that's if you have have silver in your possession and know what to do with it. It's not just a trade value. That's a medical reason. As a medic, I would definitely recommend it. But as a person who likes to prep for stuff, I wouldn't, because people wouldn't understand. They want it for the monetary value. That's all. I lost track. Sorry for the rant.
That's all right.
Okay. Let's get back on track with the bow thing, the kit and stuff. Sorry. Anything medical related, I will definitely go on a rant about, because I think everybody should know at least basic first aid. And too many don't. Okay. Magnus, I'm not sure if you shoot a bow. If you do, awesome. I can recommend two things right off the bat for approximately $120 total. You can get 3 arrows and some bow, and with all the gear that goes with it, which includes Takedown Arrows from 2 separate sources. One's from Etsy, which I'll be putting in the description below, is a pocket arrow from a vendor on Etsy, which I'll talk to you about. And these arrows are the arrows in question. They break down into 3 pieces. These are approximately about 300 grain arrows, carbon arrows. And They are very, very short. Each section comes out to on the outside, not what gets screwed on the inside. Oh, give me a second here. Just 9 3/4 inches long, each piece. But it's a 29-inch arrow overall. 3 of these for $32. I'm not sure what I just happened to me, but okay. So sorry about that. I'm going to put myself down. Okay, now someone did mention this. I mean, my wife especially, as well as my son, that you could work. This might work for that. I'm not sure if you thought about this, Rob, but
what, using them as a short bolt?
Now when I put it together this way, what do you got?
Right. If the crossbow would accept it, I can't see it being a problem.
All you would have to do is, even if it didn't, you could always just shear one of these off, leave the 2 on the top.
I mean, I was going to say, at that length, it might be slightly less accurate, but other than that, it should work fine.
Yep. And you can exchange the tip for whatever tip you would like. And it'd be really, really stiff enough for most crossbow bolts.
Oh, well, definitely. Yeah, it should be. At that length, it should be stiff.
Yeah. The only one I would not use it with is a teeny little handheld one. Ignore
those pistol dart things.
Yeah, those things, you could not hit the broadside of a barn from the inside with those.
You're better off throwing it at someone.
Hey, Jason, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Jason.
Now, crossbows, I mean, there's nothing wrong with crossbows. I do not own one personally. We used to have one,
a lot of power.
Ours was stolen from us. You would have loved it, Rob. It was a medieval lever action crossbow.
I used to have one built on the chassis of a Garand.
Ooh.
You can imagine the weight off the thing.
Can I make an observation for you? I think it's really interesting that you used a Garand, which basically used this based off the same stock that a crossbow was based off of back in the Middle Ages.
Well, I weren't going to hack up a Lee Enfield.
No. But still, it went from crossbow to rifle shotgun back to crossbow again.
Well, it's because it's a straight bit of wood. In its simplest form, a crossbow is a long bit of wood with a springy thing at one end. That's what the original things were.
Right.
And the Garand is just a refined version of it.
Okay. Magnus says this would be able to handle the power of his crossbow.
You can't handle the energy.
Well, here's the thing. Who says you need the whole big thing? This is one thing good about the way this setup is. Give me a second here.
I bet it's not threaded for it. Oh, it is. Hey, Groundfog.
There you go. That is a very stiff arrow. This will handle your crossbow. Hey, Groundfog, how you doing? Oh, he's hunting mice right now. Kick their butts there, Jason.
It's mouse season.
Now, like I said, these arrows, $32 off of an Etsy site, which I will post in the chat in case anybody's really interested, because I'm a firm believer in sharing that kind of information out as fast and as much as I can.
Do we know anybody who has taken a gamble on the Temu bows and arrows, etc.?
I have, well, I think I might have gotten some arrows from there. Where are they at? Give me a second. Let me see if I have them over here. I'm not sure. I don't think I do. I've got stuff off of Amazon, but not Temu.
I was just curious. I mean, I don't know anybody. I'm not, well, I'm getting them over here anyway. I was just,
Let me see here. I'm trying to find the actual zip line for I could show it to you. You can order it yourself because I mean it's under my purchase list history. I'm trying to find you the exact arrows here. Here we go. Man, this thing's okay. Here we go. In case anybody's interested. And this is the bow in question that I mentioned earlier. That's both left-handed and right-handed. And it's a really good budget setup. Now, for those people who are in other countries, Rob, I can give you the information on the English Amazon. If you're
there's no point, it probably wouldn't turn up anyway.
Is that a challenge?
You don't get the money back. It's not worth the gamble. There are websites and shops I can visit if I want a new bow. I have a country outfitters in my town which has a gun room. It carries bow and arrow and stuff. Pay a tad more, but you do get hands-on before you buy it.
Well, the reason I am saying this because I have accounts on every Amazon in the world. Why? Because I am stupid. Because I just like being able to look on other sites in case I can't find something. So let's see what I can do here. Wow, you weren't kidding. But I did find takedown arrows and stuff up to 40 pounds.
The thing is, I can own all the constituent parts. Just can't assemble them.
That's true, because that's one thing good about this setup. You can order them individually, parts individually, which is really cool.
I just can't put them together.
Yep. And you can get them in any draw weight you want to, left or right-handed. There is they do have something on the website on the UK side that you might be interested in, which is actually kind of interesting. It's a 40-pound setup, but it's left and right-handed.
Mm.
And it's actually recommended by Dave Canterbury.
Yeah. The problem
as a survival bow setup.
Yeah, it probably works really well, but you have to convince the local authorities it's allowed to come in post.
If you're a part of an archery club, then they wouldn't think twice.
I'm not joining a club on the off chance I might want to go. It's too expensive.
Start your own?
I let my gun club membership go because I didn't use it enough.
Well, here's the thing. There is something in England I would love to get my hands on, but I'm not sure if I can get him. It's not what you're thinking. I found wound straw targets that I can't find here in the States.
The guy who makes them lives 5 minutes from my front door.
Say it again?
The guy who makes some of the best in the world lives like 5 minutes from my front door.
Well, I want 3 of them.
Yeah. You might need to sell Ian a few times.
They're about $150. That's not the problem.
It's getting you across the pond.
That's the problem.
And then when they do arrive, your government will do what our government does and affiliate to radiate them and gas them so they fall apart. Because
Say it
God
again.
forbid something might have grown in them.
Yeah. They're
That's
just
the
small
problem.
targets. That's all they are. I mean, they used to make
Yeah.
them here in the United States. Saunders archery mats is what they were called,
Mm.
and they were some of the best targets I've ever owned. They
If you
I
want
mean,
to see some of the way people list stuff over here to get around the rulings, it's becoming comical almost.
pretty much.
You know, they invent things to bypass different rules.
Just say they identify as not assembled. That's funny, Magnus.
Well, it's like me. People used to send stuff to the US or to the UK. It was birthday presents.
Oh, I've
It's
got
clearly
something I
not.
plan on sending to you because I found out something really cool. To you,
What's
exactly.
You found a loophole?
No, I found a box that'll fit something that you belongs to you.
Oh, awesome.
See this box?
Does it fit in it?
Something's in here
Perfect.
that belongs to you.
Well, that's helpful, isn't it? That's one problem solved.
This is the box my tent came in.
Oh. Yeah, you're never getting that 10 back in there.
No, I don't want to.
That's
But
perfect.
I finally, and then actually would have room in addition to add the tarp I want to add, unless you don't want it.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary, how you doing?
Yeah, no, yeah, shove it all in. Might as well make use of the box.
We just got to do the weight thing, but the thing is, that's decent.
I was going to say, surely you can just nip into the post office and get a weight without having to commit to sending
Well,
it.
if I just say that it's just a tarp, it's a tent with a rainfly, which technically that's what it would
It's
be.
not a lot. Yeah, I mean, and they put it on the scale. It'll be what it'll be, won't it?
Yeah, I mean because the tarp is ultralight anyway.
Yeah, because there's 0 point in trying to scam them anymore. It's just not worth it.
Well, it is technically it would be a rainfly for the tent.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's not like
a lie.
it's a one system setup. But this right here weighs next to nothing right now. Throw in a well, not this one particularly, but because maybe this one, I don't know. Yes, that's what it is. Just to let you know. It's not the hammock though. It's not a hammock.
No, yeah,
This
yeah.
is a tarp. But here's what's
it's just
cool.
a bag to keep it in.
Yeah. But here's what you'll recognize what it is made out of.
Oh yeah, it's Dyneema.
Oh yeah.
Cuban
And you know how much
fiber.
Dyneema weighs.
A bugger all.
It also comes with, guess what?
Oh, guidelines.
And
Champion stuff.
oh, sorry.
Let me guess, you can't send the takes. Oddly, you can ship tent stakes, but I have so many I don't need them.
Well, tent stakes are in the tent.
They are true. They are with but they're so wrapped and buried. It's not like you can reach in and grab them and go, "Ha! I'm going to hold you up."
But I'll tell them exactly what it is, and it is a Big Agnes.
It's a tent.
Tent. So
bivy and fly.
Yep.
And the daft thing is, they're going to X-ray it anyway, and they're probably going to open it anyway because that's what my government does.
But even the case that this is in is Dyneema.
Yeah, I mean,
and this thing
there's no reason for them to need to open it.
Huh?
There's no reason for them to need to open it, is there?
The only thing metal in here is the little tie-offs, and that's just for the tensioners.
Oh yeah.
And this is not. I mean,
no. Cliff here, time to leave.
Here. Unless you don't like this one. And then let me see here. What do we got here? Oh yeah, there's this one.
Cliff, join us. We are bashing the government. Mine particularly.
Hey Cliff, how you doing? Now this one here is actually what it is. The Underground Hanger 2.
Asset.
It's actually orange.
My eyesight
orange.
today is atrocious.
It's the Underground Hanger 2. That's an actual name of the tent, the tarp. It weighs a little bit more than the other one because it's not Dyneema, but it is in the same kind of holder. But I could also make this one compress even smaller. But this is probably bigger than the other one. But wait, there's another one. Okay, this one.
Yeah, you're right there, Cliff. You're right there.
This one here, depending on your color choices, is green. This is the Terra Nova Competition 2.
Wait, that's a tent, not a tarp.
It's a tarp. It's not, I mean, I've got more over there.
No, I believe you. Oh, yeah, bloody hell, that's a big tarp.
I got a little bit of everything everywhere.
See, because I have a lot of Terra Nova stuff. I quite like it. I mean, it's not the cheapest, it's not the lightest, but that's a big tarp.
I'd rather, I mean, what was the thing is, it's shelter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%.
And I mean, and especially since it's been over a year since I bought it. Was I, that kind of thing. That's my thing. It really bugs me because these tariffs really made it tough.
They just made life unbearable, haven't they?
Pretty much. And I'm trying to do my best to get things over to you, like I promised you what I would. But a $10 item ended up becoming about a $60 item.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Which is really interesting.
So, Magnus, you say about the Underground Hanger being coffin shaped. I have the Terra Nova Koshi.
It's the Hanger 2. Underground Hanger 2.
So I'm 6'1", and the Koshi Micro V2 is 6'2" at its longest point, and it's about, I don't know, 20 inches tall. It's minuscule.
I'm sorry. I make sure. The one thing I had trouble when I first was looking up these things by name is that the whatever I read it as did not come out, like it was supposed to, because the way it read, it was not the same thing. This was from UGQ Outdoors, who makes that tarp.
That'd be Underground Hanger then.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, depends on your favorite color.
I
think I might have promised the other one, the Dyneema one, to Scott. So
I don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm easygoing.
Hey, you get one either way.
So like I said, I'm not going to complain.
Because I've got one in every bag I have, plus a couple extras. Jenny's got one. Ian's got one. I've got one in every bag I own for myself. So I got extras. And they only cost me about $6 a piece.
Bloody hell, that's a steal.
Huh?
That is a steal.
Oh yeah, I talked to you about them when it happened.
Yeah, the one Grand Trunk has a mosquito. Now, once upon a time, we never needed mosquito nets in the UK. Last year, we had the craziest outbreak of them.
Did somebody import mosquitoes? I thought you guys had to deal with midges.
We have pockets of bizarre wildlife in the UK anyway, like these little microclimates. But yeah, last year was insane. You even they were saying like not to leave out standing water, ponds, pools, everything.
Right.
So yeah, oddly enough, we've all bought mosquito nets.
Now, if anybody has any questions about some good budget archery gear, let me know. I can help. I can steer you in the right direction. My backpack, by the way, is secondhand, and I paid less. It was a gift, so I didn't pay anything for that, or for my military poncho. I know a guy.
I think my military poncho, I think I paid like $2 for.
I like the military. Only thing I don't have is the whoopee.
Well, yeah, getting the actual ones for them is harder than people think.
I mean, I would love to have one to go with my gear to match it. Not because I like military gear, but the thing is, whoopies are just amazing.
They're so comfortable.
Oh, they're very much comfortable, and they're just something I would love to add as a comfort item only.
Oh yeah, 100%. But they are good.
For the bow I was telling you guys about, this is what they look like. Look at that.
Nice.
How pretty is that? Let me go big so that we can see it a little better. This one does have a lot of red in it. It's kind of hard to see on here, but this is all red right here. This line right here. Pistol grip. The riser itself is just over 19 inches long. And the limbs from tip to tip is running about 23. So about 23 inches long when you have it all collapsed together. So, and if you really wanted to, for some weird thing, you can make a crossbow out of this by mounting it sideways.
Wouldn't be hard, would it really?
Find a way to clamp it down here and here. And look, you got a little slot for that and everything. But I found out something really interesting on most government agencies. There's one major weapon that's not, besides the musket here in the United States, that is not regulated.
Cannons.
No, because gunpowder is. Catapults. They're not regulated.
That's in the Bart Simpson schoolboy back pocket catapult.
No, we're talking.
Or it's in siege engine.
Siege engines.
Awesome. Go build one.
Because I saw somebody had one at a pawn shop once. You can't beat. I mean, come on. Can you imagine you coming home from the going shopping and your wife asks, "What did you pick up today?" "Oh, I picked up a catapult." You know, if you're in England, he goes, "Oh, that was nice, dear. Just make sure you keep it out of the way. The kids don't."
Yeah, we're allowed. Yeah, we can have siege engines.
Nothing wrong with the siege engine. Just try to figure out what you do with it.
Where you put it when you finish playing with it.
Say the guns aren't regulated.
We have like they call them pumpkin flinging competitions.
Oh yeah, we have pumpkin chunking here. It's over in Rhode Island.
Car launching.
So I've seen that. I've seen them launch pianos, everything.
Yeah, we have a quarry. I think it's the south of the country, and they just set up and launch cars and stuff into it.
I've even seen them launch the kitchen sink just because they could.
Oh, welcome to England. If we can weaponize it, we will.
Well, you guys did weaponize a cow first.
Yes, we did. We taught the Middle East how to strap Semtex to camels and turn them into walking napalm.
Yep. But that's neither here nor there, folks.
We are resourceful as a nation.
Oh, so are we.
Trouble as well. But yeah, we do all right. We do all right.
Now,
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, you're about to ask what a potato gun is, aren't you?
No, I was going to ask what a Grand Trunk was. I'm not familiar with that one.
Grand Trunk was originally a railroad operator.
No,
Out
it's
of
it
the
said
Midwest.
Gary says it has a Grand Trunk has a mosquito net built in. What is it?
Hammocks. It's a hammock.
A hammock? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I do own hammocks, folks. Surprisingly enough, I own one. Why? Because you never know. I'd rather have it than not need it than not have it.
100%.
And the fact is, give me a second here. Where did I put it? That's my wife's. This one's mine right here. Brand new with the tags.
Oh, just quickly, Cliff, we have flooding.
Again?
Mm-hmm.
Or still?
No, some more.
This one does not have the netting or anything like that, but I do have a hammock with all the gear and stuff.
Hey, as long as you've got one, you never
I got
know,
one.
could save your life.
My wife's got one too. She's got a hammock too. Hers is burgundy. Mine's the
You don't have
Wise
to
Owl
like
one.
them, but they'll stop you from sleeping on wet ground.
Oh yeah. Well, it comes with all the gear, as you can see. Comes all that stuff, all the stuff it needs. The straps, everything. Carabiners. Now, do I plan on using it anytime soon? No. But I have it in case I need it. Let's see here. Yeah. That's my cover jacket. What is this? Oh, that's my quilt. That's my other quilt. Sometimes I forget what I have. Oh, that's another tarp. I got a lot of tarps. Oh, okay. I've never been able to sleep comfortably in a hammock. As much as people say, oops, sorry about that. Let me put myself down. My apologies. Yeah, I've never been able to sleep comfortably in a hammock. I have a knee condition that requires it to be propped up, and I can't prop it up properly behind my knee in a hammock. Did I lose you, Rob?
The thing I have now with my back issues, sleeping in a hammock could potentially make things a lot worse.
Oh, you'd lock up, wouldn't you?
I would literally be the Tin Man for months.
Oh yeah.
You'd have to cut me out of it.
Oh, let's see here. But budget-wise, besides thrifting for your gear, like I do,
I have to go surplus store.
Huh?
I go surplus store for my cheap gear. I don't have the thrifting option.
Right. You boot sales if you're lucky enough to find somebody who's got stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you're lucky, boot sale, if you time it right, you can make big. Like, you can really come out on top.
Well, I mean, if I went to England to go see you for any reason other than to go to see Stonehenge, because that's what my wife wants to do, and I want to go to Ireland, I would love to go see if I could check out what boot sales I could get. But the only problem is just try to get it from the items I find there back home.
Well, one of the big issues we have with boot sales is dealers. So most dealers will have to turn up at 5 a.m. to set up.
That doesn't bother me.
No. The public will get in between 7:30 and 8. What happens is the dealers, between setting up and the public arriving, will have gone around each other's stores and bought everything.
Well, then you buy them off the dealers for an inflated price, probably.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's it. Boot sales are not what they used to be.
That's why you get there when they set up.
If you're not a trader, you can't get in.
I have not been in Ireland yet. I've been over Ireland. I've been to England once, but only for half an hour.
So I
for
would say that's
45 minutes.
enough.
And that doesn't count because I was at the airport the entire time I wasn't able to get off the plane. But does that count, though, Rob?
Not if you didn't touch the dirt.
I was at Mildenhall, the airport.
That's a
They
US
wouldn't let us
base.
off, even to go to the, see the airport at least. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, if you didn't touch the ground, then no.
Hey, Took, how you doing, brother? Everybody saw a picture of Ireland at least once, though I'm sure that Rob's probably maybe been there.
Probably when I was a kid.
I would love to backpack Ireland just once. I know
you would like to backpack parts of Ireland. Take it from me.
I'm a firm believer in all parts, not just the good parts or the bad parts. I mean, Ireland is where my family originally came from. So
there are some parts you just don't at the moment, sadly.
Oh, I get that.
It's a shame, but it's the realities of the world. And it's the same way I'm sure there's parts of the States one does not visit right now.
Well, according to my sister, my grandma's grandma came from there. So I've got relations there. Now, does that make me a very distant American relative that's got some kind of relations? That's all it says. I'm not related by blood, apparently, even though I'm related. But Americans are weird that way, I guess. We like knowing where we're from, but that's about,
What the daft thing is, pretty much unless you are First Nations, if you are white, quote unquote, you are either Scandinavian, Irish, English, possibly North European by origin.
Okay, that second one you said, Irish English, pretty much dead on.
Yeah, but that's if you are Caucasian, you fall under the Eurasian, Scandinavian category. That's your origins. 15-foot farm, just
Gary was in the smoking section at the airport.
Can't do that no more.
No public smoking, right?
Correct. No smoking in public venues, buildings, places of work, indoors, outdoors, upstairs, downstairs, in your shed, underwater, you name it.
What do welders do? They make smoke all the time. Can they not? They get in trouble too.
Do you know it? The rules over here are comical.
Oh, I bet.
Like you can't smoke or vape indoors. Fair enough, unless it's my local pub where the landlord don't actually care. He's like, vape as much as you want, just don't get caught.
I don't do any of that stuff because I don't think it's. I lost my mom to lung cancer due to smoking. So if I find out someone is a smoker, I will worry about them a lot because I don't want to lose them like I lost my mom. As a medic, that if I get annoying about that, please forgive me. It's just because I worry.
No, I mean, I would like to see the smoking industry and the vaping industry die on its ass. But I'm also
because vaping is actually detrimental to your health.
Worse.
Because it promotes bacterial growth in your lungs.
The problem is over here, especially the smoking tobacco industry provides a lot of tax revenue for the NHS.
Pretty much, yeah. Same here.
I did 23.
And now they're now doing the tobacco chewing, pouch thing too.
Yeah, that really kicked off in Scandinavia a few years back.
Yeah, I don't understand it. My nephew Sean. Yes, he's a Sean. He had a cancer scare of his larynx because of that. And he was about 23 at the time. He stopped doing all that stuff after that.
Oh, yeah. Well, Here's one for
But
you.
I'm sorry, we're way off topic, folks, because I mean, we were supposed to be talking about, budget friendly, gear.
Raid your local army surplus. Raid your local scout sales. It won't be clean, but it'll be in good order.
Right. Just remember to breathe and focus. Breathe and focus. Ground and center, as they used to say.
Do you need to pop outside and touch some grass?
I can't right now. It's too freaking cold.
Snow.
No snow. It's just cold.
We don't have snow anymore.
Ours melted, but because it's been going up to like 50, then dropping down. Like right now, it's below freezing. It's 27 degrees Fahrenheit.
We are officially no longer having below freezing nights, but it is 37 degrees there.
Well, for the next 4 days beyond here, we're not going to get above freezing as a high.
What, in the day?
Yep, here comes Cliff.
The Basher is a brilliant bit of kit, Gary.
Thanks for coming, Cliff.
Hey, Cliff.
I almost didn't. I was almost going to just stay in the chat.
Oh, you did. I'm glad you came. I really appreciate it.
Like, wore out today.
For those people who don't know, Cliff does own a Semic Sage bow. He bought one of the original ones. And it's very much like the Deerseeker that I showed off earlier. Except he's got one of the original models. You got the one with the medallion, don't you?
Gotta remember.
Mine doesn't have one, but
I can't get it out because I got so much junk piled in front of that I can't even open
mine
the bottom
doesn't have a
three
medallion.
doors.
I think mine came out before they added the medallions. And the bows are really, really cheap, Gary. I mean, literally $83.90 with free shipping. You can't really, that's really inexpensive for a bow you can go hunting with. Or bow fishing with, depending on the case. Now, I don't know if Cliff ever decided to go bow fishing, if he would. Probably not, because he doesn't like fish.
Gary,
Yeah,
Gary, if you do look to buy a Basher, make sure it has the grab tags still sewn in.
What's the Basher?
So a Basher is by far the finest tarp you can ever buy for its usage. It was invented by the British military, and the American tried to copy it and failed. It's heavy
what is
duty.
It again?
It's a military tarp.
Tarp, okay.
However, around the outside is heavy duty cotton tape with grab handles. It can be used as a shelter, a carrying device, a stretcher.
Okay, I've never seen those. Okay. I remember them talking about that.
If you can get hold of them, do, because they will outlast everything you own.
What are the odds of you getting a hold of one of those for me?
Oh, I can walk into my surplus store and pick them up in gross weight.
How much?
I'll have to check when I'm next up there. They're not too badly priced, depending on the size. The fun thing is, I love giving them to people, taking them out the stuff sack, throwing them at them, and asking them to fold them up and put them back in the stuff sack.
But what's okay? The key word in stuff sack is stuff.
Nope. It will only fit in if you fold it correctly.
Really?
Because the edge is covered in inch-wide, heavy-duty canvas webbing.
Really?
With grab panels attached to it.
I'm going to have to look at that, see a video about that one.
I had something similar. I don't know if I still have it, to be honest.
I know what you could use fish for, Cliff. I know you wouldn't eat them. You could use them for fertilizer.
Yeah.
Done that before.
And I know
the
people have done that for centuries, using fish for fertilizer. You just got to bury them, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one way to make, enrich your soil if you need to.
Yeah, but they take a while to decompose.
About a year. You do it like at the end of the season, and then you let it decompose over the winter or whatever. In your case, winter compared to mine. You can still go out in shorts in your weather.
Some days, yes.
Here, not so much. What's your temp right now, Cliff?
98.6.
Really? Your body temperature, I get that, but not the outside temperature.
You didn't. You said what's your body? You said what's your temperature?
No, are you sure your temp's not up or down? You don't know if you're sick or not.
No, I'm just tired and dehydrated.
Okay, one word for you, Cliff.
Yeah, I'm drinking water.
Propel.
Oh, that shit tastes like crap.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. It tastes terrible.
I like
It's
this.
45 right now.
Here, what's an 8 Quinn?
I think he's meant to say £8. No, not if you want one in good order. Let me see if my guy's online.
Would you want one of those tarps there, Cliff?
I
If
have
you go
one.
on-
I have something similar to that. I got it in a subscription box.
One
I
of
don't
those-
know if I actually still have it or not, because I don't know if it was one of the items that was in my truck when everything got pilfered a few years back or not.
No, that would suck. I hope you do. I mean, I remember seeing something about him, and they talked about him when I was in the service years ago. But they talked about it as something they were planning on getting. Then I got out.
Yeah, essentially, it's basically like the old like World War II stretcher canvases that they would have for. You'd just shove the poles through the holes, and then you'd carry the dude on the stretcher. That's pretty much what those were designed for.
Okay, I remember them talking about that when I was in, but that was a long time ago.
I have one because it is just the best thing ever. Like, I think if you can get one for around good quality, you're looking about £25-30.
It's not bad.
And they come in a variety of colours, but don't buy them from Helicon Tex, One Tigers. If they're not issued by the UK government, they're a copy.
Right.
And the difference is noticeable.
Well, I would want one for just because.
Put it this
Why
way,
not?
the ones issued by the British military, if you hit someone with it, you're knocking them out.
I wouldn't hit anybody.
They
with
are
them.
the Chuck Norris of shelters.
Nothing is the Chuck Norris of shelters because Chuck Norris doesn't need a shelter. Remember?
The rain doesn't touch bashers, put it that way. It pulls up short. They come in DPM, MTP, Desert, which looks
Marpat.
atrocious. And I think they do a black one now, but I'm not certain. But the DPM looks the best.
Hey, Cliff, did I show you those arrows yet or no?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think of them?
Not bad until they fail.
Well, that's any arrow for that matter. You know that. All arrows will fail.
True.
They're stiffer than the some of my smaller arrows. That's for sure. I mean,
Well, yeah, because they don't have the standard flex like a normal arrow, because a normal arrow is usually one single shaft. Those are 3 separate shafts,
well, here
roughly about 10 inches long.
With your favorite color, Cliff.
Ugh.
But look at this. Yeah, that's a
I
broken
think you
one.
broke your arrow.
No, it's been broken.
So Gary, a good DPM issued basher would going to run you about £40, so whatever that is in US plus shipping.
The shipping and tariffs, you got to throw that in too.
10% on top of the title for tariffs.
So, no matter what
But
you think,
I'll speak
plus
to my
10%.
guy.
Because I've got
speak
something I
to
got to
my
send
guy.
back to go to England, so it's going to be interesting to see how it gets there.
You're better off just buying a freaking 10x10 DD tarp.
I don't need one. I got tarps.
No, the reason you don't necessarily buy the basher for its tarpiness, you buy it for all its usabilities. You can use it for
You can use like a hammock, right?
Hammock, stretcher, shelter, windbreak, fire beater. You can
People
use it to
beater.
put under leaky vehicles. It's not permeable to oil or water. They are
Can you use
infrared
it to carry
resistant.
water?
Yeah, carry a
That'd
lot of
that's a
water.
bonus, though. You can use it as a rain catch then.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they are just a godsend, but you can do someone a mischief.
I was watching a new channel I found on YouTube about a guy who used his hammock as a rain catch.
Yeah, but they're not really waterproof.
No. He didn't care because he had a shelter built. He had a regular shelter built. He when it wasn't raining, he'd sleep in the hammock. But when it was raining, he used the hammock to catch water because he didn't have water sources on the island he was doing his survival thing on. So he used it in with conjunction with
Yeah, because you just
water
need to put a receptacle under it for it to run into.
Exactly.
It needs to be waterproof.
It was a pretty good bit of information. He didn't do anything fancy. He was an American. So there's another guy that I like watching who's Australian that's really good at doing that too. So, but he uses a bow, which I think is cool. Field Days is the Australian guy. I'm not sure if you guys know about him.
Doesn't sound familiar. That's not.
I'm trying to run across him.
Yeah, he's got some really good information when it comes to survival and stuff. On he lives in Polynesia, and they just drop him off on islands, and him and his brother just survive out there for about a week at a time. The other guy, the American guy, is Xander Budnick. Is his name? He's pretty cool, actually. You should check him out. I will put up his channel name and stuff. You guys can follow him if you want to, but I would highly recommend him. Ignore the X thing. That was just something I accidentally typed in there.
Gary, if you send me an email, I might be able to sort something out for you. But we are not sorting anything out for Cliff.
Nope.
No things for Cliff.
I'm okay with that. I got too many damn things as it is. You start getting rid of
still
things.
collect O-lights.
I haven't bought a damn flashlight in like almost 2 years.
But how many have you gotten in since then?
Before I stopped, I probably got about 50 or 60 of them.
Yeah, but you still get some in promotional wise, free ones.
Every once in a while, but I don't purchase those.
Oh yeah, I know, but you're still a member of the O-light family.
Oh yeah.
Right?
I just got to get to one more level, and they really start sending me free shit.
I'm no longer a member of the O-Light family after they screwed over the UK branch. They made us basically worthless.
Well, I like the O-lights that I have, which is basically the same one that Cliff sent me. Ian claimed the rechargeable mini one, then he promptly lost it, Cliff.
I have the little USB magnet one on my work keys, and I've got a few at home, but they aren't my go-to.
Hey, Tyler, how you doing, brother? If you're at 2 degrees, whoa, you're above me. I'm at 27, I think. Yeah, I'm at 27. We have a heat wave. Oh, he's plowing snow. Cliff, I actually came up with an idea for Johnny Harper that he should do. Do you remember that one video he did when he went and made a little snowman on the mountain there in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Snow? Can you imagine him getting a hot tent set up and doing a hot tent video there in Hawaii?
That'd be pointless. It's already hot.
Not when there's snow.
The one time he's gotten snow on that island since he's lived there.
No, he doesn't live. It wasn't on his island. It was on the island across from him.
But still, the only one time they've gotten snow over there.
Well, they've probably gotten snow many times before. Just that's one they happen to talk about. But I think it'd be really interesting because most people wouldn't expect a hot tent video in Hawaii, in the snow, no less. I do know they have mountains tall enough that they might get it, and they have. He laughed at me when I suggested it.
And rightly so.
Well, you could do one there.
What snow?
No, hot tent video.
No, Rob's got to do a dry tent video.
Yeah. Doing a hot tent video would require two things. First of all, campgrounds that let tents on them anymore, and campgrounds of any sort that allow open fire.
It's not open fire. It's an
It is
enclosed
over here.
fire.
It is over here.
A stove is considered in.
If it's not in if it's not inside your trailer or the prescribed cooking zone, it's open fire. Because apparently, getting lots of people with gas canisters in one space is safer than having them spread out.
Yeah, think of all the trash from those canisters.
Mm-hmm.
They just toss everywhere.
That's another reason why camping is so damn strict over there.
Who do they expect to recycle all those?
Oh, you should come and try camp over here. The rules are obscene.
I've seen some people who do some kind. Okay, we call it boondocking here, but wild camping.
Yeah, it's illegal.
But they still do it.
Yeah. Robbing people's houses is illegal. People still do it.
Yeah.
What was it? Tom Outdoors 88
is illegal, but they still do it.
Mm-hmm. Right, in my entire county, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5.
I wonder if I know they had snow one time in Florida. That one time, I wonder if they do a hot tent video down there in wintertime.
That snow wouldn't even make it to the next day.
Probably not. But I do know when I was stationed in Monterey, California, we had sleet that was so thick, it was literally this deep. It looked like snow. Someone actually skied the parking lot.
I had hail like that a couple last week.
Deep enough where you can actually do stuff with?
No, deep enough that actually stopped me from getting outside of my house. This door, because it was all coming from west to east, so it piled up in front of my door over here.
How big were the
4 inches?
4 inches?
4 inches of hail piled up over there. I couldn't even get the door open.
Jeez, you're lucky. I bet was your truck okay?
Yeah, my truck was fine. It was little. They were little pea-sized hail.
Oh, okay. We have big. You saw how big ours gets.
Yeah, I've had some big hail before.
We get baseball size hail and softball size hail.
Yeah, we've had big hail before. It just wasn't this round. This was just it was weird too. It just started out of nowhere. It was raining, then it tried to snow, then it went back to rain, and then it hailed for like 30 minutes.
That reminds me of a time I went to a Ren fair in Des Moines. All 4 seasons were in the same day. But if anybody's interested in the budget gear, please let me know because I can help you with finding budget gear that you can afford that's not going to break the bank. Not just because of thrifting or anything like that. I just happen to know places.
Yes, Germany is strict for camping. But in Germany, the rules make sense.
I haven't been to Germany since it was West Germany.
The last time I went to Germany, I'd need a passport to enter.
So would I. At the time, I didn't because I was actually stationed there for 2 years.
But no, Germany's camping rules are strict but make perfect sense.
How so?
Like, Yeah, you can cook at your tent, but you must not damage the ground, or they have quiet hours which are enforced.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of U.S. campgrounds have that same thing.
Everything just is clear. There is no wiggle room. Everyone follows it. I'm okay with that. It's
Me
when
too.
it's all open to interpretation.
Like here?
Like you shouldn't do it, but if you get away, no, just be clear.
Now, I know Tyler's got crossbows and tons of air rifles. I don't know if he has regular bows or not. Cliff's got a bow, but he doesn't use it. It's buried.
Yeah, it's in
It's
the
a
bottom
paperweight.
drawer of my dresser behind me, and that thing is buried under like weeks worth of food and other random essentials.
He hasn't touched it in 3 years, folks.
I don't have a
No.
bow.
The last time I touched it was when I was actually able to open the drawer, but now I've got so much stuff over there I can't open the drawers.
I mean, last time you actually shot it, I meant.
Yeah, I think it was about 3 years ago.
Probably because the exploded ordnance in the ground. Maybe, Gary. I don't know. I have my godfather lives over in Rottendorf, over there. Former Air Force. Married a local, the whole 9 yards. But I haven't been there since, oh man, back in the 80s, early 90s. Back in the last century. Over a century ago. Hey, Cliff, what's the most inexpensive piece of kit that you got that you wouldn't live without? I was stationed at Spangdahlem.
Probably dead honest, my anklets.
The ones you made?
Yep.
Makes these guys.
Yep.
He's got ankle versions.
Tons of cordage on them, and if I had to, I could make a shelter with whatever debris is around there and cover it with leaves, dirt, and mud and whatnot, and hopefully have a decent shelter and probably still actually have enough cordage to go fishing.
Yep.
Might not necessarily eat the fish, but I have enough cordage to go fishing.
Mine is slightly oversized due to my mistake, but the thing is, I'm actually glad I did it because I don't think I could handle it being too tight, you know? And I really appreciate this one each and every day, Cliff. I hardly take it off.
I take mine off at night just so I don't have to sleep with it.
Oh, I don't even notice it. I have it on. Did Mandy ever get hers? The pink one? Or was that a lease for Booster?
No, I wasn't making them a pink one.
That was that a leash for Booster?
I got to make a collar and a leash, but I haven't had it. Me and Amanda haven't really talked much about it, and I haven't had a chance to get to making it.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if you finished that one.
Yeah, I never even started it. I have the stuff for it. I just never started it. I got the roll still sitting over here. I still got to make like 6 rose gold ones, but I got to buy the hardware first. And I don't want to buy the hardware because the damn things are like $24 a packet.
Really? Why is that?
Because they're steel hardware.
Oh, I get that. Like I said, this used to be black, folks.
Yeah, I have to go buy I have to buy like 2 or 3 packs of those things.
I don't think any of my one I have is actually black anymore. Well, inside the little holes a little bit.
Yeah, mine's still black to some extent.
Mine's mostly silver now just because the wear and tear that I wear it all the time. Only time I take it off is when I'm in the shower. Though I do wash it from time to time in the washer. Just because it needs cleaned up.
Tighten it on there when you do it real tight. That way the screw doesn't loosen up while it washes.
I take the screw out.
Well, yeah, no, but then you got the two metal ends just slapping around in there.
Mm. But at least it's clean. But you said about 23 feet on this one?
Something like that.
Because this is the King Cobra braid?
Yeah, I did the King Cobra on that one, so it should be close to like 30 feet.
30 feet? Okay. Yeah, this one here is my last resort one. Do I carry other ones with me usually? Yeah. Those would probably go first before this one. I carry one on my keychain that I probably use first. But those people who order stuff off of Temu, not all bad things are bad off of Temu.
Not all things are bad off of Temu.
Not all. A lot of people say there's a lot of stuff that you order that's just trash.
Not all things from Temu are from Temu.
Well, this is one of the items I got from Temu.
Ah, he's got a wiggly stick.
This one, I mean, the one I gave away is nowhere the quality of this one. Only thing I did that one had that this one doesn't. This is the case for it. That's it.
Yeah, somewhere I got like 2 orange screws too. I don't know what box they're in, but they're down here somewhere.
But if I wanted to make a shelter, that's the one I'm using. I'd rather have a longer handled one than a short one any day.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you this, Gary. I'm the one that does the laundry. Because I like, it's one of the few things I find comforting is clean clothes.
He was also in the military, so, or services, so yeah, they have a thing about laundry.
Yeah. It's kind of a pet peeve about clean clothes. I have to, have clean clothes, and then I have to fold them and put them away. That way I know where my socks and underwear and everything is. And now that my boy is staying here, I got to make sure I separate my stuff from his stuff. But his is mostly military issue because he loves that military issue stuff. Only 16 for me, Gary. Air Force and Army. Well, Cliff can tell you how good the anklets are. I can't do that because he's one's got experience on that one. How well they work out.
It's no different than your bracelet.
Well, I mean,
like literally no different than your bracelet.
How loose is it? Is it tight? Is it loose? What?
I don't know how well I'll be able to show this, but
put your foot up on the counter.
Like it's a little loose. I mean, I can get I can get 2 fingers under there. Like no problem. So I can get 3 fingers under there. A little tight with 3, but I mean I can still move it around.
Well, that's cool.
But you got to make them long enough, long enough so they fit over. You can either I can make these one of 2 ways if however you want me to make these. I can make them long enough that they actually fit over the boot, or I can make them so they fit around your leg on top of your boot like mine sits. So since I got mine sitting on top of my boot, I can actually technically make them long enough that they fit around the top portion of the boot. And my shoes will tie itself.
Hey, Cliff, when you see something really interesting? Since I lost the weight.
Yeah, there you go. Still
I
too low
lost the
though.
weight. I was really heavy, folks, and could not even come close to doing that before. Now, when I want it on there, that's kind of tight. I don't think I could leave it on there, but kind of surprised it fit.
Yeah, even this one, I specifically made, even my little one, I specifically made this one as an anklet. So I can have a backup pair, because in my line of work, because of what I do, and I have an industrial mixer, I can't exactly be, wearing things around my hands and arms or wrists
Right.
that might potentially get me stuck on my mixer and potentially either put me in there, break my arm off, yank my arm off, or cause some severe issues. Damn it. So I wear anklets just in case.
Well, the only thing difference is that I wear this one with it all the way down on the bottom. I wear it on my wrist. When I wear it, if I put it on my ankle, it's all the way at the other end.
And
But
this one, surprisingly,
really
is not worn out. I have very, very small bits of worn out spots on here, and that's it. And I've been wearing it for
on this one.
Shit, I think I've had this one for about 6 years. I think I've been wearing this about 6-7 years now.
Okay, tell me if you've seen this one, Cliff. I've seen where people used to put wire saws in those.
Yeah, you can.
So, like these.
Yeah, you just take the. So basically, what you do is you take the rings. You just pull those off.
Right.
Because all that's attached to that wire saw is the whatever twisted braid wire thingy that they do on there.
Right.
And then you've got the fish hook swivels on there, and then those thick, heavy duty rings or key rings. You just take the key rings off, and then you can wiggle it in there as you're as you're doing the braid, because you're gonna have your main line, which is what's gonna hold your two end pieces together. And then you can just braid your braid over on top of it and put them in there.
Okay.
Just like when Tyler actually had to use his, he was like, "Ooh, there's zip ties in this," and I was like, "I forgot to put zip ties in there."
I remember you saying that. Okay, Gary, thank you for coming, brother. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions about some of the stuff I was talking about, or if you need to know more about some of the rest of the gear I have, please contact me. I will answer any and all your questions to the best of my ability.
But yeah, I can usually, if I make them and you request it, I could usually stick about 4 zip ties in there, roughly anywhere between either the 4-inch ones or those little 6-inch ones.
I was talking to you as well, Gary. Yeah, when you do the zip ties, do you do the ones with the wire in them or no?
There's no wire zip ties. There's the nylon ones, and then they have metal ones.
There's some with the wire built in.
Yeah, I don't deal with those ones. I haven't seen those. So, yeah, no, I just normally deal with the standard nylon ones, either the white ones or the little black ones. And I think for Tyler's, I put the black ones in there, I believe. No, but
did he end up using honestly, those?
Yeah, I think he did use the zip ties.
What did he use them for besides keeping his toe in place?
No, it wasn't his toe. He used that on a random camp out a while back that he was like, he forgot cordage on and he needed cordage, so he disassembled the bracelet. And he told me later, he's like, "You put zip ties in there?" And I was like, yeah, I think so. Yeah, why? He's like, because when I did it, there was like a couple of zip ties in there. I was like, oh yeah, I did kind of put those in there. I think I did the same thing for Mark when I made his too.
Right. I haven't heard from either one of them in months.
Oh, you missed it. Tyler was on my live on Saturday.
I was not feeling well because we've been fighting influenza A for the last week or so. When I got on Jason's live yesterday, I was still kind of on the tail end of everything.
Oh, I assume since you weren't here on Saturday that you were still doing the camp out thingy with Rob
Not
and Scott.
Yet. We're waiting for Scott to get tires on his truck. And he had to reorder his stove because the one he ordered off of Temu got canceled and they refunded his money.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
I found him one for $58, the exact same stove as mine, and they refunded his money the same day. But they sold out before he could get it. It really sucks.
Yeah, it happens.
Because my stove is amazing, dude. It pumped out the heat in my tent like it was nobody's business.
Oh yeah, it pumps out heat as long as you're putting wood in there, but the minute you stop putting wood in there, that kind of eats
Well, the thing is, I wasn't using big logs when I did it. I was using basically branches, small branches. That's it.
Yeah.
And it got hot enough to basically inflate the inside of my tent like a hot air balloon. It helped it expand to make it more comfortable, bigger, and everything. Though I did have to put it up in a way that they don't recommend, because it's supposed to be a ridgeline tarp setup, but you made it work with it where it doesn't need it.
I'm half tempted to disassemble this.
What exactly is a UV resistant zip tie, and why would you need one?
Yeah, because most zip ties are used outside.
I mean,
so a UV resistant zip tie basically means it's going to last longer out in the sun.
Like for fences and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because most of your standard zip ties will give you 6 months to maybe a year, depending on how harsh your sunlight is.
Now, is yours about a foot long there, Took? I mean, the ones you put in Tyler's, how long were those? Do you remember?
I think the ones I gave him were like the little 6-inch ones, like the little tiny black ones.
Oh,
because I had to fit them in between the lengths. So basically, wherever there wasn't buckle, I had to fit them in there.
Right.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I actually had to cut a little bit of the ends off of each one so they would actually fit.
Okay. Now, I'm not sure if you have, let me see, took 12 inches. Okay. I've seen big ones like that before, but I mean, there's some stuff I don't have in my gear that I should. Like, I don't have any 3mm trash bags or anything like that.
I don't get the 3s. Those are garbage.
The contractor bags?
Yeah, no, you want like the 7s or the 9s.
Where do you find those at?
Same place you find the regular ones. You just got to look at they'll tell you on the side of the bag. So most of your majority of your grocery stores are going to sell up to about 5. But when you go to Home Depot, you get the lawn and leaf contractor bags, and those are usually like 5 to 7 mil.
Oh, okay. So that's what okay. That makes sense.
And it'll tell you on the side of the box. Like it'll give you, it'll tell you, most of that stuff's all made by Hefty or whatnot. And then it'll tell you, lawn or leaf, and then you get it'll say like there's light duty, medium duty, and then heavy duty, and then those are the contractor bags. And you want the heavy duty ones, and you want to look specifically, I think it's like the bottom right hand corner or top right hand corner, and it'll usually tell you what thickness the bag is.
Okay.
The thicker the bag, the more you're going to be able to do it.
Before, so that's a good call. Thank you for that information, Cliff. I really appreciate it. I know Menards probably carries them, and Home Depot, like you said. I don't know about.
You'll want the heavy duty lawn and leaf contractor bags.
I'm going to check at Ace Hardware and Tyson's here.
Ace Hardware should carry them.
Huh?
Ace Hardware should carry them. They'll probably carry, I believe they'll carry upwards of 5 to 9 for most of that stuff. They'll carry the smaller stuff, but like your basic house trash can is like 2, maybe 3 mil.
I thought it was less than that, like a 2 mil, because it's really thin.
Yeah, they're like I said, they're usually like 2 to 3 mil.
Those things are junk, basically.
Technically, a Mylar bag is like 1 to 2, or like 1, 2, 3. It's between 1 and 3, like max. So it could be a 1, but it just depends on the manufacturer who makes a nylon bag at that time.
Well, what do you carry?
Well, before I had to actually physically use it, I had a 7 mil lawn and leaf contractor bag.
Just one?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I figured if the worst case scenario, I would have to cut 3 holes in it. I'd be wearing it as a poncho.
Well, I don't have to do that with the bag that I want to add. I need one for my my bushcraft bag, which is my medium Alice pack, because I already have a military poncho, so I don't need to do that. Um, but my everyday carry bag, which my other backpack, which you know about, I don't have anything like that in there. I do have pack covers, but that's it.
Yeah, so here's a funny thing. So if you ever have to use a trash bag as an emergency poncho and you have a hat on, use your hat about half diameter on the top half of the trash bag. Take off about half an inch of that, and that's how big you want to cut that hole.
Just smaller than your head?
Slightly. So it's basic. Yeah, you basically want to like almost stretch that over your head so you have a tighter seal around the neck. Yeah. It might suck if you happen to be, if you don't like things close proximity to your neck or feel like you're being choked. You can kind of stretch it a little bit, but again, you want it kind of relatively tight. That way you don't get all that water flow down your back. Plus, it also helps keep on the rain and all that off of the backpack if you happen to have a backpack on. Those bags are big enough that you can put them over yourself and a backpack. It'll be a little tight around the chest area, but for most people, you can do it.
Well, I have a pack cover that's dedicated for that purpose for both my bags. So I've got that covered. But because I found an extra pack cover when I was at the D.A.V. last year, and I decided my Alice pack didn't have one. Now I do. Not that my poncho couldn't cover that anyway. It would, because that's what it's designed for. But what size are you going with there, Took? I think Rob is indisposed at the moment.
No, I'm here.
You sure? You okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to hunt down a campground near me that takes tents.
Okay. Let me know what you find out.
Yeah. Might be a while.
The 4,000 cubic inch. Okay. That one is kind of confusing here.
That'll be like a 32-liter rucksack, roughly. Or a 48 liter.
Okay, about a 17-gallon one, 18-gallon bag.
4,000 cubic inch would be 65 liters.
Yeah, so 80 to 90 liters. Okay.
I'm looking at it in gallons because it's the U.S.
But yeah, normally I would have at least 2 of those trash bags but I happened to run out of the ones that I had, so I have to go buy me another like $40 roll of goddamn trash bags.
Well, I want to get if I get a roll that much, I mean, I'm going to use a lot of them for home, but Ian's going to steal one, guaranteed.
Honestly, here's the easiest thing to do, in my opinion. It's a little awkward. It's not going to be as compressible as a standard trash bag, but get like 12 mil like plastic from the store. You can buy a roll of it for dirt cheap. They're usually about 6-8 feet wide and usually about 100 feet long.
That's the stuff they use for inside walls and stuff like that when they're putting up drywall, right? For
that's
Tyvek, but yeah, essentially you can use that stuff.
Tyvek's a lot lighter than that.
Yeah, Tyvek is basically a tarpaulin material or like Cuban fiber.
I would think I would rather go with that and then regular straight up plastic.
Well, I have that I have mine's 12 mil. I have that 12 mil plastic down. That's what's in the bottom of my greenhouse right now. That black floor.
Right.
That's what that is. And that stuff is ridiculously thick, and it's very puncture proof.
Well, the thing is,
something extremely sharp.
Well, the reason I want to get one of those, some of those bags, I want to use them for pack liners, not a pack cover or whatever, but a pack liner.
Yeah, no. I've seen a lot of people do that.
And I'd rather it's just a backup. I mean, yes, I'll have a pack cover, but sometimes moisture does find its way in.
And put your stuff in there upside down when you do it.
What do you mean upside down?
Because contractor bags usually have the 4 little tails on the top that you tie together. So you
Right.
tie one set and then you tie the other set over it.
Then flip
When
it
you're
upside down.
doing your loadout, make sure the tie downs are on the bottom.
Oh, just in case they don't get moisture in there anyway.
Yes. So if
Okay.
it does happen to rain and that rain actually makes it, or any water gets into the pack even through the rain cover, it's not seeping into the 4 open gaps at the top of the plastic. So you have that sitting under there. It'll roll down the side and drain out the bottom of your pack.
I
And
actually seen
everything in there
somebody
will be
who
completely
had,
sealed.
I'm not sure what they call it, but it was they took their you've seen the packs that roll down, then they have a little thing that goes over the top of it and secures it.
Yeah.
They had one of those that had something that slides over it and locked it in.
Yeah, it's going to be similar to like one of these, like these, because this is like the chip zips.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they make version. You get a lot of water bags that have that same feature. Like most of those collapsible water jugs, they have that. It's usually only about 4 or 5 inches long, and you fold over the tab that you fill it up with, and then you slide that on there, locks that in, and you have your handle, and that's where your pour spouts out.
And it makes it waterproof. You can get that because that way you don't have to worry about flipping it upside down.
Yeah, the only problem is when you do bags like that, you can't compress the damn top of it.
No, but
because once you have that thing folded over and that sleeve on top of it, it's a rigid sleeve. So if that thing will stick out anywhere between 2 to 3 inches on each side of the width of your bag, when your bag is round, that thing sticks out.
How wide is your bag?
Mine?
Your regular bag, not your your
My frame pack?
Because this is my frame pack here.
I don't know how wide my frame pack is. I never measured it. All I know is I can get my sleeping bag in it.
I think, see, I got my water here. Mine runs about maybe 12 inches, give or take.
I think mine's about 12 or 14 because I know I can get my mummy bag in that thing.
I cannot
push it
get
all the way to
my
the bottom.
bag in there. My military bag will not fit in that thing.
I have a mummy bag, but I've had that thing for nigh on 30 years now.
Jenny has a mummy bag, and it's like this freaking big. No matter what I can do to compress it, it won't compress. But that is a negative 30-degree bag too.
Yeah, mine's a 0 degree, but mine's monofilament.
Hers is not a monofilament, but it's a negative 30-degree civilian bag, not a military. Hers is something I acquired a while back. But I got my military sleep system one, and you can only compress that one so much.
Yeah, see, that's kind of what we're talking about there. Tuck is that poly sheet that they use. It's the same thing as like Tyvek. It's basically just like a water barrier.
Tyvek is very, very, very light.
Yeah, but it's extremely, extremely crinkly.
Oh, but there's ways you can get around it, I heard. Would you know you could wash it?
Yes.
And once you wash it, it actually gets quieter.
It's less crinkly.
Yep. Now, I've only had one sheet of it, and I've lost it since then, but not to something I did. It just someone being out there. I would love to get another sheet of it, though.
Did you run to the store and buy a roll of it?
I can't afford it because I don't need a whole roll. That's the only problem.
Buy a whole roll, start making little mini tarps, start selling the tarps.
Would you buy one?
Me, no, because I would do the same thing. I would just buy a whole roll of that if I needed to.
Well, if you do, then I'll buy one off of you.
Because the thing is, what I really miss is they don't make these in tarps anymore. Is old tarps used to have a piece of twine around the outside edge.
That you could into a bag?
No, it was just sewn in as an edging all right around as a means to reinforce the ends of the tarp.
I get it.
So if you had things like tarp clips, it would give your tarp clip something to hang on to without constantly slipping off the end of the tarp, because tarps are slippery.
I will say this. I think Tyvek is very much like Dyneema.
Yes, it is. Also
And
known as Cuban fiber, but
yeah,
almost push that off.
the thing is,
So,
if you could get a thing of Tyvek, you could probably make a bunch of pack covers.
you'd have to sew them and put some waterproofing in there, but yeah. So you see, I don't know if you can see it. So you see how that bottom lip has that channel at the bottom?
Right.
That's essentially what that stringer would run into if you had something similar to this.
That's the thing for tarp clamps, right?
Yeah, this is my shark bite
Okay.
or tarp
I've
clip.
seen those. I don't own anything but like that, but I have seen them.
They have sharks. They're called shark bites. They're called gator bites, and basically the older ones, it used to have like this little plastic square that would slide up, and you would hear it click. It would like click, 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 and there'd be like a little clicker on the top.
A little
You would just
tensioner.
push that down, and it would slide back, and it would unlock.
It's a tensioner thing.
Yeah,
I remember those.
similar to like what you would see for like an IV tube.
Yeah. You already you don't have to tell me that. I know that one.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what it would do, and it would just lock in there, and you would have that as a tarp clamp.
But the one you got in your hand there is like 20 times better than all that.
Oh, these are heavy duty ones, man. This thing, a pack of 4 of these, I think was like $10.
What are they made out of?
Oh, like thick, like ABS plastic, like
Okay.
thick plastic.
Now, where did you acquire those?
I acquired these originally at Walmart.
Okay. Back when
You can still find them. They still sell them up. Hardware, like Harbor Freight will sell them. You can actually get some that I don't know. Blake's not here. I gotta still send him these, but I found some. These ones are funny. I picked these ones up specifically for him because of this.
What is it? I can't. Turtle? Because it says turtle?
No, because they look like little fucking turtles.
Oh, it says turtle on the freaking package.
Yeah, but look, you got like, look, there's a little turtle foot. There's a turtle foot. Look, another one there, another one there.
So
And
what's
then
up with Blake and turtles?
I don't know what it is with Blake and turtles, but these are the same thing of like what I have essentially.
Oh, that's kind of cool. How much is that?
Same locking system, all of that. And
I
they
might
do have.
consider getting
They
something
also
like
have
that.
the back runner. So even on mine, these things are nifty because you can. They have multiple aspects of the way you can use them physically. Just a second. It's
Oh, I
easier
get that.
to
But
show.
the thing is, I don't need anything that big.
It's easier to show than tell on how these things work specifically.
Give me a second, Cliff. I'm gonna do this for you.
So,
I made you big so you can show it off better.
all right. So you have 2 ways of running these. So you have your standard mainline hook here, which you can stick a bungee on or some paracord or whatever have you. You can run your line through there, tension her up this way. Or if you don't want to do it that way, there's this little hole right here.
I see it right behind that little thing, your little gap.
And you run your paracord in there. Now, the thing is with that is it's actually curved.
Okay,
So
thank
it
you.
actually, that hole follows the curvature of this.
So that's sort of like a
It is a hard line or basically a stiff pulley system.
pulley. That's what I was trying to think of.
So it does have a bit of a curve. Like I said, it does follow more or less the curvature above the main hole here.
But it's
But
not
it
super
does
durable,
allow
though,
you
is
to
it?
say what?
It's not very durable, though, would it? I wouldn't
What?
use it as a pulley.
No, it's, I mean, do Colin, look how thick that is.
No, I wasn't sure because I mean, if how well it would work as a pulley system setup if you needed to.
Well, depends on what you're using, but for the most part, you're going to be using, you're not using anything heavy duty. You're not using cable. You're using paracord.
Well, the thing is, I was thinking about you could use something like that as if you want to hang up like a bear bag or something.
Yeah, no, it would work.
I think it would work great for a bear bag.
For a pulley system like that, but yeah, you'd have to have at least 2 of these in order to do a true pulley system, because you're going to have one locked to the tree, and then you're going to have to launch one up and over a branch.
Right, but I mean, like I said, that would work. Those things would great if you need a bear bag or something, depending on the area you're from. I think you got bears in your state, so you should.
Oh, we got bears down here.
We don't have
bears.
We don't have bears common here in Iowa, but they're here sometimes. And I know Took got some down in Florida.
Ooh, I wonder if that would work even better that way.
But I think that's a good idea, though. I think you should have to get some of those now.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad system at all. I like these things.
What's the brand?
Shit. These actually aren't branded.
Well, the ones that the Turtle brand, is that the one that
the Turtle brand ones? They're just Keeper. That's who makes it, Keeper.
Okay.
But
now,
again, I found them.
Okay. We're just going to use those as an example because those are the ones you still have on the container and stuff like that.
Yeah, but in general, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a specific.
You could probably get those over there, can't you?
Yeah, probably.
Those would work. I mean, you don't have bears, but
not to my knowledge.
You do. The biggest thing you have is like a fox or something.
Rob's got bears over there. He just doesn't want to admit it.
We keep our super killing animals hidden.
No.
So like your deadly snakes.
The other kind of bears there, Rob.
We have our lesser known doom squirrel.
You have your badgers, right?
Yeah.
But your badgers are nothing like our wolverines.
I don't know. Badgers only have 2 missions in life, and 3 of them are to kill.
Yeah, especially the honey badger.
Wow, Took's seen a panther once.
Huh?
He's seen a panther down in Florida once.
Oh, we had a panther wild in the UK for a few years.
How'd that happen?
Illegally owned private pet.
He got loose?
Oh yeah.
Did you hear about the kangaroo in Des Moines?
I'm not even surprised it's Iowa.
Someone actually had a kangaroo bounce through their backyard. They had it on camera. It got loose. It came from the zoo, not from anywhere else.
Right in the sweet spot.
But I like those tensioners, Cliff. Those are really good ideas. You can use them for multiple things, not just.
Yeah, but they'll hold. I mean, those things grip like a vice.
And if you want to secure your pack out of the way of mice and stuff like that, you could secure it up a tree fairly easily with one of those things.
Oh yeah, I've got 2 of those actually attached to my bike bag for various reasons, because you never know.
Right.
I don't know where. I have 8 of these, and honestly, I don't know where the other 6 are. No, 5. I don't know where the other 5 are. Because I have the one here, which I just have randomly. I have 2 in my bag, but I have no idea where the other 5 are.
Well, I'm going to have to pick up some of those when I get a chance.
I might actually have the other ones might actually be in the bag themselves.
Well, I got to pick up a couple for Ian, a couple for me, and a couple for Jenny.
I mean, I'm telling you, man, those things, they're super handy for just about everything.
Well, like I said, I mean, I've got bear bells, but bear bells do nothing for bears. Except
they make it easy for them to find you.
That's pretty much all it is. I mean, I've got one right here, and I don't plan on using it ever for the intended purpose. I took the carabiner off, but
most hikers, even like the robust true hikers, they'll be like, there's no point in having a bear bell. If you just sit there, just kind of every once in a while hum a tune or talk to yourself,
Or just say,
Anything
"Hey,
that
bear."
makes noise.
or even hey bear, or just
Yeah.
talk to like the random wildlife.
Just talk.
Bears aren't
They're not going to bother
inquisitive.
you.
No,
Nope.
bears are scared for most of it.
But
Have a coughing fit, that'll scare them off.
I might use this to bell Mac.
There you go.
But I think he would probably either play with it more than he would do anything else.
You could use it for safety reasons
I'm
on
not
Ian when you go
belling the
camping.
bear. That would be just dumb. It's like some people try to pet the fluffy cows in Yellowstone.
Just attach it to Ian when you go camping so you don't lose him.
That's a possibility. But the thing is, he would
It's
probably
easier than
get
tying a
wise
bit of
to it
rope
really
around
easily.
him. Yeah, it's easier than tying rope to Ian.
No, that won't work.
Exactly. He might like a bell. He could be pro bell.
No. He'd probably say it's annoying and then try to keep it because I gave him the other one. He's got one of his own.
Actually, you're better off tying that to your fishing rod.
Well, there's what I paid for it right there. These are
you're
probably
better off sticking that. You stick that on the end of your fishing rod. You probably have a better use for it there.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't have in. I mean, while I have fishing kit in my gear, ACR, I don't have a fishing rod on average. I carry one with me wherever I go in my truck, but not in my bag. I just carry small hand stuff for like hand fishing, and I do want to add, with the bows that like the bow that you and I have, Cliff.
Mm-hmm.
I want to add the ability to use one of these. I mean, literally, even just being able to shoot a line out into the water or something like that, try to catch a fish out further, it'd still be better than nothing at all. But unfortunately, these things are freaking heavy. That's the only thing downfall about these things.
Oh yeah, because I gotta have a heavy duty, robust line so you don't shoot the whole spool off. And yeah, I could probably run that with 50-pound test spider wire and be fine.
Well, this is what it came with.
So,
yeah, but not everybody can use them nowadays. I don't think you could use these over there in England.
The fishing rod. I mean, it's a fishing line. You can use it.
If you use it as a fishing line, probably. The one thing I liked about this one, because it was on this side, I swapped it to a left-handed version. But I'm just trying to figure out the best way to hang this thing. Do I try to do it upside down or do I do it upside up? Because I don't want to have to go try to do this when I'm trying to catch a fish while holding on. I can't do it when I'm holding onto the bow with my right hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why you need a left-handed bow.
I do have a left-handed bow. That one. Because I got the I think it's right here. Give me a second here.
Because yeah, you're gonna be reeling that in on the opposite side anyway, because once you shoot the darn thing, you gotta reel it in. And yes, reeling it in is gonna be backwards. Is gonna be an extreme obnoxious way to reel in a fish.
Oh, obviously. I have a real bow fishing reel seat somewhere. I will be right back. I have to go use the restroom. I went through so much coffee today, it's ridiculous. You guys got the con. I'll be right back.
Oh, it's just me left.
Let's just sit here quietly and contemplate our mistakes.
I made a few mistakes. Like volunteering to go to work on my days off. Out on the plus side, I'm gonna have a really fat paycheck next pay period.
And Cliff appears to be muted.
I'm not muted.
Rob is deaf.
Rob is deaf.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good, because I can't hear you.
That's weird.
Yeah, I think Colin's just gone and muted half of us and spawned off.
I don't know. Let's see. Can you hear me now?
No, now we can hear you.
That was weird.
That's all Colin's fault as usual.
No, he didn't mute me. My side wasn't muted. Microphone just being weird.
Strange. I still blame Colin.
Because as far as I know, it's hurt just fine until he left to go pee.
I gave up looking for campsites and started looking at boats instead.
Oh my God, Rob, what is with all the canals just giving out over there all of a sudden?
So they finally got all 4 of those boats rescued. All 4 have been refloated, which is no small challenge in its own right.
Oh, shit, no, those boats are long as hell.
I know that one of the firms, I know several of the employees who are working on it, and yeah, it's hard. Bear in mind, canals aren't lined; they're just cutting the earth.
Yeah, so pretty much. Some areas are brick lined, but that's only where the locks are.
Pretty much, or where they might get strikes. But yeah, to be fair, the simple answer is lack of maintenance. The CRT, the Canal and River Trust, is not exactly poorly funded, but it is arguably badly managed.
They're lazy.
Yes, Tuck.
Yeah, there was like the last 2 weeks. There's just been like one incident after the next for the canal.
That was the same place. That was one incident. It's taken that long to get straightened out.
Oh, that was one spot?
New Year's Day, 4 boats. It's going to take over a year to rebuild the canal.
Jesus.
No, luckily, not a single person was injured.
I don't think any of the boats were really damaged either, were they?
2 were just grounded. They were rescued easier. The 3rd one was rescued early yesterday. Has been refloated and it's just going for inspection. The 4th was dug out because the canal collapsed on top of it. It's not been written off, but potentially it'll be a complete loss.
If it doesn't float, possibly, but I mean, patchwork ought to fix that.
Well, it's whether or not the value's there.
Yeah, but if there's no real structural damage, then they
don't know. Well, they don't know because it's plate steel they're made from. It's not like a hull as you imagine it on a pirate ship.
You can torch off the section and just weld on another one. Oh, look, it's Mechas, Attackers, Crackers, Mechas, Wackers Jr., the 3rd.
Macus.
Hello, Tony.
Smackus.
There he goes.
Yeah, so the canal system in the UK was built for industry and trade, whereas the one in Florida is predominantly fun, I believe. And water control.
He made his appearance.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've seen about the canal thing, and I was like, man, again they're having more canal problems because they just had an issue with that a couple of years back with another canal.
So we had one. It's either Christmas Day or New Year's Day this year, and it was New Year's Day last year.
I've been watching a couple on Instagram about who they live in a boat on the canal there in England, and they were frozen in.
Yeah,
for a while.
Oh yeah. And what people don't realise is, as solidly built as those boats are, canal ice will crack a hull in half.
Oh yeah, because there's nowhere for that ice to go other than inwards.
Yeah, it goes down, and it wants to occupy all the space because it's so slow moving.
So they just have to wait till it completely thaws before they can do anything.
No, they have to chip the ice away around the boat.
They have to break the ice.
Squish the hole.
They break the ice around the boats. What you'll do is you hang like heavy duty chain and stuff that you can pull up and down. But then as soon as the ice starts to break up, they get out, they start breaking it. We do have icebreaker barges. They're usually trade barges. They carry coal, gas, wood. Quite heavy barges. But most people, it's suck it up and hope for the best.
I wonder if someone could buy one of those boats from you guys and have it brought to the Florida canals.
There are some in America.
They are? Okay, I didn't know.
What's his name? There's a guy on YouTube, Cruising the Cut. He went to America to chat with some guys who bought British boats and taken them over there.
I mean, I've seen what people do in those. They have like fireplaces, the whole 9 yards.
So the longest boat you can have on a canal is 72 foot, which is no mean feat considering it's a rear steer tiller.
That's a long boat.
With no brakes, no propulsion at the front, one single screw at the rear.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
But
allowed
again,
in the States or
slow.
not?
You could get it in the States. I mean, I think a lot of the waterways in America would not cope with a 72-foot boat.
That's way too big.
You can get them down to 28-foot little day boats. They're fun.
For
They
most
tip over.
large lakes and large bodies of water, yeah, you can do a 70-footer no problem. Because I mean, that's luxury yacht's going to be like 180 to 200 and some whatever feet.
But I was thinking about like in the canals and stuff like that.
Oh, canals down here now, 72 foot. No, that stuff would get stuck almost everywhere.
They have you can imagine a turning circle of a boat that big.
There isn't one.
No, it is, but it's about a week.
Probably. As long as you have time.
Well, this is the thing, max speed is 7 miles an hour.
Oh, I get
And
it.
the engine will be screaming for mercy by that point.
That's essentially a trolling motor for most boats in America.
They probably have
He's
those little teeny little trolling motors on the front to help guide it a little bit.
No. Don't do that.
Why not?
Some modern ones might have bow thrusters, but generally speaking, there's no need.
No, not the ones that are built in. The ones you just attach to the outside.
Yeah, no, don't do that. It won't help the boat. Now the boats are flat bottomed.
We have a lot of flat bottom boats here.
Yeah, trolling motors will not help them.
You need a tugboat.
But they
Yeah,
are
that's what I kind of figured there, Took.
I worked on them for a couple of years, and they're so much fun.
Those boats are surprisingly larger than they look.
They're basically houses on water.
They're 6'6" wide and 6 foot tall. On the
Some of them are way deeper than that.
I would have no issues walking around on one. You guys, on the other hand, not so much.
I used to work on them. It didn't bother me. You just get used to it.
You got used to ducking your head and bumping it?
Yeah, you just learn where beam height's at, and you just kind of avoid it automatically.
You'd be surprised how fast you can move around a narrowboat.
Right. Yeah, I bet there's the low bridges would be a choke point.
I mean, y'all watched Highlander, right?
Which one?
Heck, he lived in a canal boat.
When? I'm trying to... Antique store. When did he live on a boat?
Believe it was the series when they were running the series. He
Yeah.
lived on a boat in...
Adrian Paul lived in an antique store.
There was one where he lived on the damn houseboat. Or maybe it was his buddy that lived a house. But he had one of those narrow boats. So they lived on right next to the bridge.
They're great fun. People always buy them thinking it's going to solve their problems. Firstly, it costs as much as a house. And secondly, they buy them in June when it's warm. And then December arrives.
Oh, they don't worry about them needing to be dry docked every once in a while to be cleaned and for service.
Once every 5 years, you got to take them out of water by law.
You gotta clean them, repaint them, reseal them, all that stuff.
Anti-foul, black, and new anodes, plus a safety check.
And they have to be registered.
But you just register it every year like normal, but they have to every year be anti-fouled, re-blacked, And every 5 years, safety certificate. Like, it's basically like a car test.
At least it's not a sailboat.
Worked on them, didn't enjoy it.
Like I said, you could. I'm sorry, I don't like boats that much.
Oh, I love boats, but sailboats.
It's not that I'm afraid
really...
of water or anything like that. I can swim. I just don't like any place where I can't see the bottom.
Sailboats are great if you want to find a way to have a lot of money go away very quickly.
It wouldn't be any good to Cliff, though.
Why?
No water.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
closest thing you got to a canal is that little.
Here, I found it just for you,
yeah.
Colin.
Huh?
In Highlander the series, Duncan MacLeod lived on a barge in Paris, a key location in the show.
In Paris. Okay, when he was in Paris. Okay.
Yeah, the specific barge changed. It was initially the French barge Amadeus, used for filming, later replaced by a different one in the show's later season. Why? And then it says highlighted. But yeah, that one was with Duncan MacLeod. I told you he lived on a freaking longboat.
I remember seeing when he met the kid Richie, he actually had a shop that he lived in. The last time I was on a boat was, geez,
the Russians were
40-some years ago.
So the Russians were still in the Union. Probably.
Even when we did the gathering, I didn't get on a boat. They tried. Cliff and Blake tried, though. I was way too fat for that, Cliff.
Yeah, well, you're not anymore.
No, but
yeah. So I guess technically that one's considered a barge. So that would have been for more like goods and transporting goods and whatnot. But you still have the same aspect as you would a narrow boat.
The only thing, okay, when I'm trying to remember the Highlander of the series, the only time I remember seeing a boat in any of the episodes was when one of the bad immortals got his arm cut off.
Yeah.
That's the only time I can remember a boat. Well, no, sorry, correction. Canoes were common because of the flashbacks. Unless if you count those.
Yeah. Still counts technically because I had to film that flashback at some point.
And remember when he built that little house on that holy land that no one could, bug him at?
Oh yeah. The original Scottish guy.
They said you can't hide out forever.
Yeah.
But that was back in the 1800s. I heard they're trying to bring that one back.
Guy's already too damn old to play the character.
Henry Cavill.
Oh no! Stop.
Yep.
Stop! No, dude, I hated him as Superman. Get off.
I think CR's seen a boat before.
I've been on numerous boats.
But you almost tipped over, capsized the last time I saw you on a boat.
That's because some dingleberry forgot to put the damn motor back into run mode and not transport mode.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, that wasn't me either. By halfway, we a good ways in the lake, and he's like, "What?" And he's like, "This feels weird." He forgot to change the transom, so the transom was still sitting up for transport. He forgot to drop it into the water. So we're like, the minute that screw was hitting, it was pulling the front of that boat out like it was trying to freaking ski. If we got that situated, but let me tell you, wiggling two semi-big dudes on a little tiny boat, trying to not dump the boat over was kind of fun.
If I would have been on that boat, we would have tipped over.
That boat would have been look. Me and Blake would have been swimming to shore, wet and pissed.
But it was cool that he brought his boat. I thought that was really cool, though. But we did catch a lot of. You caught a lot of fish that day.
I caught a lot of fish on a day, not that specific day.
Yeah, that's when we were down at the lake. That's the one day you did fish. Now that's also the day that Blake walked a bass.
Nope. Again, he's never gonna. I'm never gonna let him live that one down. I swear to God, next time he tells me to go get the freaking life vest, you better give me the damn keys.
I got you on video for that one, Cliff.
I got myself on video walking up that bastard. That shit sucked.
4 times.
Steep ass hill.
And after you guys were out and about, I walked up to the truck and just slept in the back of the truck.
Yeah, this guy over here passed out in the back under a blanket.
It was a tarp, but yeah, it counts.
Blanket tarp thingy, but yeah.
Hey, I couldn't do much else. I mean, I could barely walk as it was.
Yeah, that was still.
And the truck was locked, so it's not like I could get in it.
Yeah, because me and Blake had the keys.
Exactly. So I climbed in the back and slept. It could have been worse.
Yeah, he could have been in somebody else's truck, and then they would have drove off with his ass back there, and he'd have gotten 48.
I know which truck was his.
He would have gone somewhere else.
Seat. My stuff was still in the back seat.
Colin in a weird drunken stupor would have gotten into somebody else's truck, and he'd be all like, "Why am I in Tennessee?"
I don't drink, and you know that.
I know. I'm just saying. We're like, how'd I end up in Tennessee?
Better than being in Georgia.
Man, where Blake's stuck right now.
What is he doing now, anyway?
Still the electrical stuff.
Because I haven't heard. I mean, I seen him pop in the other day, but that was all I remember.
I said hi to him yesterday, and I seen him Saturday for a little bit. He's just busy, doing stuff, working, kind of taking a bit of a break from YouTube, sort of.
No, but thank you for the thing on those tensioners, Cliff. I really appreciate it, though. No, and the information on the bags, the leaf bags.
Oh yeah,
those are really good information because I didn't have that information.
Well, I'm not the only one that gives the information on those bags. If you want more information on it, honestly, watch Corporal's Corner or Dave Canterbury. They use those things constantly for makeshift beds.
Well, I've never heard of anybody using leaf bags. They always say contractor bags.
Yeah, that's what those are. Those are the lawn and leaf contractor bags.
Okay. They didn't specify. They just said contractor bags. They don't. I mean.
When they say the contractor bags, it's basically the heavy duty black garbage bags, like the ones you see on the sides of the roads when the city crews are raking up and bagging up leaves. Those are the bags they use. Those are those heavy 9 mil bags.
How many gallons do they get? I mean,
those are 55 gallon.
For my backpack, it's not that big. It is a 70-liter bag, but it doesn't need a 70-liter contractor bag.
I would say probably a 33-gallon bag would be fine for you.
Probably.
You could probably that size of bag. Honestly, you could probably go with a 20-gallon bag. But here's the thing: you want the larger bags, because if you're ever in a situation where you have to get off the ground, filling those bags with debris and laying on top of them.
Oh, I've heard about people doing that. Yeah,
is way better than being stuck on the ground.
I've also seen people where they stuff them with leaves and climb inside them.
Yeah, you can do that too. That's why you want 2 of them.
Now, like I said, I've got pack covers and stuff for most of my bags. I want to get a more fitted one for my for this one, but they don't generally make them for military bags.
Yeah, because usually most military bags, when they deploy your ass out there, you're in the middle of nowhere where it's dry and hot.
Well, doesn't mean it doesn't rain, but I just like
Usually
having.
where they deploy you, the chances of it raining are slim to none. That's why they deploy you with the shit you get. And most of the time, you don't even get the courtesy of like a tarp.
Well, give me a second here. I'll show
Yeah,
you.
grasses will work too. I don't recommend using pine needles, but you can in a pinch.
You already know what this is, Cliff.
I don't even see it.
Yep.
Took him a second.
This is my military poncho. But having a pack liner in that would probably not necessarily be a bad idea, because the plastic rubberized coating on the inside is kind of wearing out. So I was considering on seeing what would happen if I sprayed Flex Seal on it on the inside.
It's gonna be stiff as heck.
Well, I mean, it would be waterproof again.
You might be better off getting a waterproof spray, like from the paint section of the store.
Like a latex style?
Yeah.
Okay. That's something
That would be my suggestion, but there's no guarantee that would be a good suggestion. I'm just saying, because I know they make waterproof sprays.
Well, because right now,
because that's essentially what a pruning seal is.
You can see right here where it's coming off.
Yeah, I've got that same internal waterproof liner on my original frame pack from the 90s.
This is really weird.
2000.
The bag itself is nylon, but they put a rubberized coating on the lid.
Yeah, on the inside. Yeah, it's waterproofer.
And the thing is, that's the only part that needs it. It's just this part here. I mean, I've got the Flex Seal spray, but I don't know, because other than being black, obviously, it would re-waterproof the lid.
Yeah.
And as long as that's all the part I ever do. It's not going to really matter much. Beeswax, no. As much as I would love to use beeswax does wear off really quickly on most things. I mean, I have seen people who use beeswax on sheets and stuff to make improvised waterproof tarps and stuff. But I don't know if that would be something you want to try. I mean, I've even seen people take some of those painter drop cloths, the cotton tarpaulin ones, and do this, and basically get a big cooking pot, and just dunk the whole thing into big 10-pound blocks of beeswax.
Yeah. Problem with all of that is you have to keep those blankets above 65 degrees.
Because the wax will melt.
No, because if you don't, they will dry out and crack, and your wax flakes off.
Right. Okay. I have seen somebody who took wax candles and wax candled their bed sheet into a waterproof tarp.
Yeah, you can. Well, you can do that with a lot of fabrics that'll absorb wax.
Yeah.
But again, the problem is you have to keep it malleable, because once it gets cold or cools off, it starts to crumble and break, and then you get those cracks where the water will drip right through.
Or also, if you have it in a place where it's too hot, like the back of a car or something like that, the wax will melt.
Yeah, it will melt, and you could risk spontaneous combustion.
Because it is
could.
No, but I would think Flex Seal would probably be my best bet, or something kind of waterproof coating, something like that. I'm not exactly sure what's other spray than that one that you were mentioning. I mean, I could try Thompson's Water Seal, but I don't know if I want to go with that route.
I would not do like a Scotch Guard style on that one, just due to the fact that might actually make more of it fall off.
Well, that's why I said Thompson's water seal.
If you had no rubber liner on there, then yes, I would say the Thompson's water seal. But at the same time, I don't know if that's flexible or not.
That's that's why I was thinking about Flex Seal because it's a little bit more flexible. But I want to put a light coating, not a heavy duty coating, just enough to make it waterproof again. That's all it really needs. But I'm not sure if that would actually work. It couldn't hurt it, technically, because it's just the top lid anyway, on the bottom of the inside lid. But and it wouldn't make it stand out because it's covered on the inside, because it's on this side instead of the top side.
Yeah.
It's still green everywhere else. Shower cap, no. Now, that would be interesting if someone flex sealed a shower curtain.
I mean, most shower curtains are long enough and wide enough to use as a tarp cover. But the only problem is there's only rivets on one side.
Grommets.
Grommets, rivets, same difference.
But remember, most shower curtains nowadays have magnets on the other side.
They have magnets on the bottom, but they don't have them on the top.
No.
But
the magnets
are right, like majority. See, that doesn't even. Well, actually, they're not even magnets anymore. They're just like little pieces of weighted metal, because nobody has metal tubs anymore for the magnets to stick to.
Well, the thing is, they still sell them that way.
No, most of them are going to just be like a little round puck, like a little blank.
Yeah, but those are still magnetic.
You can make them magnetic, yes.
Well, the ones I've always found, they're always magnetic.
If you have the plastic ones, yeah. Most fabric ones aren't, because once the fabric is wet, that's already heavy enough.
Right. But the thing is, we don't, our shower, we don't even have a lip. Ours is like that tall. There's no tub. So not much of anything. If you're not careful, you get the floor wet.
Yeah, it's.
But I've seen a lot of people use shower curtains as survival.
That's because they're cheap. You can buy them for like $2-3.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you'd have to get a couple of them to make it even decent shelters, though. That's the only thing. It's the only I can see as an issue. And I'm sorry, when you get somebody who's got like a SpongeBob shower curtain, kind of stands out.
That's the person you don't mess with.
Dude, the amount of like Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, freaking overnight survival things that I've seen everybody do, like, you just kind of got to make do with what you have for shower curtains. Sometimes it'll be like floral print, but they're like neon flowers. So you're out in the middle of nowhere, projected campsite, because a lot of these guys, they have spaces where they can do this. They go out there, and you're setting up a shelter, and your backdrop is like bright purple, bright pink, bright green, bright yellow, freaking flowers.
or the ones that got the stars and moon or big,
Yeah, you just have to get on with it.
Well, if you're gonna be survival, at least you'll have something with style.
Oh, shower curtain plus foil equals hot pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Now I could probably see if you get a clear one, you could try a super shelter type of setup, maybe if you know how to build one.
You'd have to have at least 3 of those curtains. At least 3.
Yeah. And if you can throw in a Mylar blanket on top of that as a backdrop behind you.
Did you not see Luke did a video using clear plastic to make a tent to stay warm? The long and short of it is,
I didn't see the entire thing. What happened?
It sucked.
Oh, I bet.
Kit Survival did that too. Made himself one with using plastic wrap.
Yeah, he spent the entire time feeding a fire and begging for the night to end.
Yeah, the plastic wrap does not make a good insulator.
No.
Absolutely zero thermal property.
They're surviving, and there's just nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it's just for YouTube views.
But Luke
be
doesn't
honest.
usually do that, though.
Huh?
Luke doesn't do that normally, though.
No, Luke will not do shit like that.
Both
Do
Lukes.
you not see he did a whole series where he did like challenge camps?
Now,
in
which Luke are you
Texas.
talking about? There's two of them.
Outdoor gear review.
Okay, Outdoor Gear Review and the other Luke from the Outdoor Boys.
Yeah, I was thinking when you said Luke, I only know two Lukes, and one's either Outdoor Gear Review or Outdoor Boys.
Yeah, both of them are really good at what they do. That's the whole thing. They are really good at what they do, and the person who would probably make that work would probably be the Outdoor Boys Luke, because that's what he does without shelters and stuff like that. He improvises shelters a lot.
Tubber Luke did a whole range of like these, not myths, but oh, I know someone who stayed in a such and such. He went out and tested all these foods like survival bags, blankets, and all this, and he's like, they're all bunkum.
When did he
really.
do that?
Pardon?
When did he do that?
Was it just after the pandemic kicked off?
Oh, I didn't start watching it until later, so I must have missed that one.
I've been watching that guy for like 5 or 6 years, and I don't remember none of that.
Yeah.
You must have been a fan much further than longer.
I've been watching him for.
I
was watching
Outdoor
Luke.
Gear Review.
Yeah, I was watching Luke when he still looked like a teenage boy.
You know about his twin, right?
Mm-hmm. I was watching it when he used to do his videos in his backyard.
I mean, I like the fact that he doesn't get given anything on his channel. He buys everything.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets fan donations like every once in a while. He gets.
Yeah, but I mean, companies he will not accept anything from a company. Unless he buys it himself, he won't take it.
He's done a few exceptions on that, but then the company gave him mad backlash, and we're like, yeah, we're not giving you any more stuff because you basically shit bashed our stuff.
Well, he told him exactly what he was going to say. Then he said he was not holding anything back. He's going to give him exactly what
he does not. He does not hold a lot of stuff back.
Now you know the metal platter, the metal griddle that I got. Clef, do you know about that one?
Yes.
The only reason I got that was because of Luke from the Outdoor Boys. Because he made one. I just happened to find one that looks similar to it. Unfortunately, it's freaking long as hell, and it doesn't really fit on my stove. But over our campfire, it would work great, but not so much on my wood stove. But I do have some video that I took of my tent over the last weekend, and I have not posted it yet because it is long and boring. And I can't figure out how to make it interesting. Because not a good information, just boring. You like the real stories from Luke? Yeah. Now, which Luke? You got to specify which one.
No, if he's talking about real stories, he's talking about Outdoor Gear Review.
Okay.
Because he's been doing a lot of these.
Luke or short Luke? Because the Outdoor Boys Luke is really tall, and Gear Review Luke is very short. Because I think Outdoor Gear Review, he's like 5'4".
No, he's like 5'6" or 5'8".
No, he's 5'4", I think. Let me see.
It's not gonna tell you on his bio page.
No, but Google will. I mean, he has said in the past how tall he is, but I've never paid any attention because I'm taller than him.
There's no way he's that tall. They're saying he's 6'4", 6'5". There's no way.
No, dude, he's always said that he's under 6 foot because he always gets these tents that are like designed for 6 foot person, and he's like comfortable in them.
Yeah, he's like really short.
He's not 5'4". No way.
Well, he's like 5'6" or 5'8", something like that. He's not
About
that
5'8",
much.
between
5'4".
5'8". No.
I'm trying to scroll down to all of his stuff that he's been doing. I'm already at like 2 years. This thing, my computer's just loading slow. Now, I did remember that he did one where he survived under an umbrella and something else. An umbrella and I think just a small tarp, and I think that's what he had to... I remember him doing that one. I think that's what Rob's talking about.
Yeah, they're
No.
getting Luke Nichols and who's the Outdoor Boys mixed up with the other Luke.
I'll have to find it for you, but he did a series where he did like camping in crappy conditions, crappy setup, sort of like getting caught short on the trail type thing.
Oh, I remember he did one where it was that vertical storm shelter pop-up thing. It's like a freaking 3x3 cube, and he had to sit in that thing while it was just downpouring on his ass.
What, that blue one?
Yes.
He was like, and then did you see when he did the Boffy bag? And he was like, "This is grim." He's just sat in like a 45-mile-an-hour wind in an orange bag.
Yup, I remember those ones. Those ones were hilarious.
So that's pretty much along that line, but he does one where it's completely see-through.
Okay, Cliff, maybe you might know. What's Luke from the Outdoor Gear Review? What's his last name?
Fuck. Man, I'm going to have to search my emails on that one. I actually have it.
And his wife's name's Susie, right?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody's saying that he's 6'4", 6'5". There's no way.
He's not.
He's not.
There's no way in hell he's 6'4".
They're getting him mixed up with the Luke Nichols.
Now his son, on the other hand, is taller than him.
His daughter's taller than him.
Yeah.
She's in the Navy.
Yep.
She's married.
He still has that white tent.
There's another Luke from Outdoor Adventures in Alaska who's 6'5".
That's probably what that's thinking about.
Yeah. But they keep on getting everything mixed up because they're both named Luke. Yeah, have you seen the Outdoor Boys, CR? He's pretty popular.
I'm like at 4 years and I'm not seeing any of these weird. I remember all of these too.
Look up the Outdoor Gear Review Luke and find out how his height says. It says 6'4". There's no way.
Yeah, no. I'm looking at. I'm scrolling down through his channel, all his little videos.
He said he was 5'4". I remember him saying it.
Man, half the videos I remember watching don't even have my icon saying that I watched them anymore.
So I'm looking through some of this and think, Jesus, has it been that long?
Okay, let me try something.
I'm still waiting for him to finish off the cabin, the old wooden cabin. He needs to go back and finish that.
I don't think he ever started a wooden cabin, did he? Oh, you're talking about the woodshed or that shed on the side of the hill?
He started doing. Do you remember he started doing it up?
Yeah, I remember he was going to start working on that so he could have a. But then he bought the shed, the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay, I found my issue. What I was having trouble with. I forgot the word "the" in front of the Outdoor Gear Review, and it changed everything once I do because it mentions that his wife is 4'11", which I could probably see. And he's very short himself, though. But Luke Nichols is 6'4".
Dang, one Tigress table review did like 3 times on that.
I love going back and watching some of the D.A.V videos he's done because you just think, how young does he look?
Oh man, I've been watching him for forever because I'm looking at this box is packed. It was a viewer mail episode 74.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yeah, I've been watching him for. I think like 7 years now. I've been on this channel.
It's one of the first channels I ever started watching, I think.
Let me try if I use the initials instead of just typing it out, see if that changes things.
Oh, I remember that one. Hammock for that. Oh yeah, the Z-Pax tent.
There's some overrated.
Man, he has been doing Japanese cassette stove Soto G. 6 years ago, that thing, he did a video on that.
Wow.
Good Lord. And he pops it up every once in a while, too. He'll bring it back.
It's still going. It was in a video not so long ago.
Yeah. I can't believe it's already been 6 years since he did that initial video. Man, that thing is crazy.
It's wild, isn't it? You look back and suddenly think, feels like it was the other day. Random Chat on Lunch, episode 1, 10 years ago when he had a beard.
Oh, he has beard, shaves it off, grows it back out, shaves it off again.
This is when he had that look like Linus from Tech Tips. Some of these video thumbnails, Lord above. I think one of my favourites he ever did was the winter bushcrafting underneath the rock face.
I remember that one.
That was a great video.
He did not have a lot of room between that rock and where he was at, because...
No, he does not.
But he made it work. He sat there pretty comfortable that whole night.
I'll say he seemed to have a reasonable night, but...
Which one are you looking at, Cliff?
Well, no, me and Rob are just reminiscing of a lot of the old videos from
Luke?
From way back in the day.
Way back in the day.
I'm gonna have to actually look and see what he's got, because I mean, I didn't go back that far, to be honest.
I've been following this dude for a long while.
He's been doing it for 13 years.
Mm.
Longer than that, I believe.
No, I'm going. His oldest video is from 13 years ago.
And he used to film on his table in the kitchen.
I see some of those.
That was back in the early days. Before he started using the wolf logo the way it is now.
Before he had a beard and mustache?
Mm-hmm. He looks really young, like really scary young.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing some of those videos. Seeing him in shorts is scary enough.
It was like most of his summer videos, he's in shorts.
Well, a lot of the time I see him in pants nowadays.
Well, it's because he's also got the mountain, so he's got that property up on the mountain range. He's got to worry about ticks.
Yeah. I do like when they talk about the unboxing stuff. Which I haven't done a mail call in a while.
Good Lord, I've been following him that long.
But I mean, I remember when they talk about their coffee that you always get.
Moose and Guns, episode 1, 8 years ago. That's when he had all the freaking, when he had those abundance of watermelons and shit. He was just blasting them with a shotgun.
Good times.
Oh, man. That's back when he had his big old freaking military truck, the C5.
Oh, Moose, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The old jalopy it was.
Man, he had that thing. That thing went and gone, and I was like, it only felt like he owned that truck for like a year.
Yeah, he
had that damn thing for like 5 years. He had that damn truck.
Well, I'm still trying to look. I'm working my way up from the oldest to the newest. I'm right now. I'm 11 years ago.
Oh, I'm going backwards from newest to oldest.
I'm going from oldest to newest. Well, back he did a surplus giveaway 11 years ago.
He does giveaways every once in a while when he gets a bunch of random stuff that he doesn't use.
Yeah, French canvas water bucket giveaway 11 years ago.
Oh man, I remember when Camping Survival used to do that big ass giveaway. You'd throw your name in the pot and they would just send you all a bunch of like cheap junk in a box.
Hey, cheap junk is still free.
Actually, a lot of that stuff surprisingly was not as crappy as most people made it out.
It's called Survival Overnight Adventure Lost on the Trail. It's from 6 years ago.
I haven't reached that far yet, but I'll look for it.
Oh, I've already way past that. I'm like year 8 now watching all this stuff.
I do know that he's got some Fall Raven pants that he got secondhand that he just fell in love with.
Oh, he's like 4 pairs of them damn things.
Yeah, but the first pair he had he got secondhand. And the fact that they fit, he just they didn't fall apart easy at all.
They're really expensive pants.
Yes, they are. Like I said, that's why he was happy to find them secondhand.
Man, I forgot he made stickers at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I know the reason he's got the wolf on his logo is because of his dog that passed away. I do know that.
That went from, oh man, that was back when he was doing the Boss Fire kits too. I still have a bunch of mine.
I remember you talking about those.
Yeah, Boss Fire Kit, Bug Out Survival Kit Supplement, and that was, it was Hammock Basics, How to Prevent Rope Suspension System from Sagging, was when he had the old logo, and then he changed it to the newer logo when he did, so I would say within a couple of weeks, changed that, but basically for the last 9 years, he's had the Black Wolf logo with a red background.
Right. I'm up to 9 years right now.
Yeah, the video with the clear tent tarp thing is between a test night and a Molly-free assault pack.
I remember when he did the French One commando tent thing, and he said it was the worst tent he had ever seen. It technically is and isn't.
Cliff, do you remember when someone sent him the Oru folding canal kayak, and he opens it on the mountain?
Yup. He didn't know what was in it. It was a big old box. He's like, I don't know what. It just says Uryu kayak on it. He's like, what's in here? Opens it. I
haven't seen that one yet, but
big old duff. Oh, that was what, year 6?
Something like 6 years back, something like that.
I think it was like 6 or 7 years ago. He popped.
It wasn't long after he bought Lone Wolf Mountain.
Yeah.
Okay. CR. No, but the thing is, no. He said he's going to leave at the end of the hour. At that half hour.
Where did I?
No, that French Army Commando tent. I actually bought one, and I waterproofed the crap out of it, and I got rid of the poles and replaced them with hiking poles, and replaced the stakes with lighter stakes, and it made a big difference.
Yeah, there it is. Foldable kayak Uru base state kayak review 6 years ago.
Okay, I haven't got that far back yet.
Yeah, even he had the same concerns. He's like, with all of these hinges on here, how many times can you unfold it before the thing just breaks? Like,
I'm still at 9 years. I'm still working my way up. Bear with me here.
I was going down. Because I was almost at 10 years.
I was reversing it. I'm going from 10 13 on back. I'm at 8. I'm almost there.
So weird to see how he's changed.
Man, he's come a long way.
Oh man, Anchor Power Cord battery pack.
MSR Pocket Rocket review.
Honestly, that's probably one of the better ones that they've made. Oh man, like that Pocket Rocket, everyone gives it crap, but it's a really good little mini stove.
I don't have one.
I got lucky. I got one in a battle box one time. I was like, "Ooh, yes, I don't have to buy one now."
I bought a cheap, one from Walmart for Jenny for her pack.
I want a couple of them.
It does the same thing. It's not super light, but it still works.
I've got a few different ones.
I'm down to 7. I'm in the year 7. 7 years ago. Okay, he's doing the Sierra Designs 2 review. Can't beat the Pocket Rocket versus the Stove speed test. He must really like the Pocket Rocket. Nemo Shield Tonto, whatever that is.
Knife.
Nemo Shield was the military arm of which tent company was it? Yeah, Shield was the military arm of Nemo.
Oh, he's actually so his current logo is actually his 3rd rendition.
Okay. The one I was talking about, we went from the outdoor gear review with the O being the wolf.
Yeah, he's always got that as the O being the wolf. But the back 10 years ago, it was the red logo with the wolf's face facing toward the T.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had the white and black wolf that was kind of like forward facing, and now he's got the logo essentially facing the other way with the black wolf with the red background.
Right. That's what I changed about 7 years ago for that one. I still haven't found that one yet. I'm still at 7 years. I'm not got to the 6th year before I can see that folding kayak thing.
Oh yeah, man! 10 years ago, he did look like he was a kid. Yeah, but Rob, you got to realize, me and him are about the same age.
Jeepers.
I'm taller than Luke, apparently.
His birthday is like a few weeks before mine.
I still haven't found the folding kayak one yet.
That'll be year 6
yet. I haven't got to year 6 yet. I'm still in year 7.
You're getting there. Oh man, Creeper Walk 2015.
Can't do that anymore, can he? Bridges are gone.
I just got to year 6. Okay, where am I at here?
It's up there a while.
Okay, Winter Cabin, Ice Storm, Jets.
That's right. I forgot when he actually did these inside of his house.
Mm-hmm.
Outdoor Pantry, smoked pork with salsa and beans. Kayaking to Snake Island. Is that the kayak he was talking about?
No, that one's actually used a real kayak. It'll be like a white kayak.
Okay, I'm still working on it. I haven't got that.
Standing on top of them, he's literally standing on Lone Wolf Mountain, holding that thing above his head. That kayak only weighs like 10 pounds.
That's not bad.
But it's just awkward.
Oh, I bet. Anchor Powerhouse 200 from 6 years ago.
Oh no, that's 20,000.
Is it 20 or is it 2,000?
That's a 20,000 milliamp battery pack.
It says 200 though.
Oh, it might be the model number, but I think it's a 20,000 amp.
I've got battery banks I can carry. I got one right here next to my computer that's bigger than that.
Yeah, like my 8,000. My 8,000 works just fine. I don't really need anything bigger.
I got a 26,800 milliamp one. Okay.
Oh man, back when
Did I
Lucas
miss
was
it?
like a
Or did I forget?
toddler over here. I just found one where I get Lucas looks like he's 12.
Hmm.
God damn.
Okay, I must have missed it because I went
I
in
feel like
the
Susie hasn't changed much, but Luke looks like he went from toddler to
Looks like he's been in the war.
yeah.
Okay, Christmas giveaway, nope. Tripod, nope. Z-Packs duplex, nope. Fall day camp.
I forgot he did have that dog.
Mm.
Japanese tarp tent camp, nope. I'm still looking for the freaking kayak. I must have missed it somehow. Barris military doesn't exist. Okay. Still, what the heck? Where can I find it? Gasifier wood stove.
2014 outdoor fitness challenge. Yeah, fitness hot dog in my mouth.
Do not buy this tent. Okay. That's not
Oh,
it.
there's a lot of tents that he's reviewed that he's like, don't buy this unless you live in a dry area because you will get wet.
Well,
Remember the tent that he bought from Walmart? It says it's a backpacking tent, but even though you call them, he said, do not buy that. It's not a backpacking tent.
You can only use it in your garden.
Yep.
Yep, I remember that one. That was like a bivvy, right? The bivvy tent.
It was one of
That was
the
a Walmart.
Ozark Trail backpacking tent.
But they said it wasn't a backpacking tent.
Yeah, it says it on the box that it's a backpacking tent, but then you go to the website and they're like, don't use this as a backpacking tent. It's like, use it in your backyard.
Okay.
It's a backyard backpacking tent.
I'm feeling stupid because I went through every one of these pictures and I don't see him with a freaking kayak.
There's this Mossberg 590.
I say find on page or something. Maybe it might be able to find it.
It's Oru, ORU, folding kayak.
Okay.
13 years ago, and it looked like that was him out there splitting logs. Oh, out there with one of the original folding buck saws.
Oh, found it. Okay. I had to actually search for the word kayak. That looks so wonky.
Apparently, they're really good.
There's a lot of people that are like just shocked at how well that. It's not super, super stable and durable. It's like it does kind of flex when you're on the water.
But it works?
But for an impromptu portable kayak, well, portable-ish, because the bag on that thing is pretty damn big.
I would say it's an improvised whatever.
Yeah, yeah. At best, it's good to get you from one, from one landmass to the next if you have a water crossing.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would not necessarily say that that's something you want to drag around constantly to walk around with. Like, unless you've got one of those wheelie bins or like a sled. That is a heavy, heavy thing to walk around with.
Well, I'm going to jump off, guys. I need to go do some work.
I'm going to be ending about 10:30 anyway. So thank you for coming, Rob. I really appreciate you being here.
No worries. I'll see you at the weekend, I'm sure.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, brother. Take it easy.
Who knows?
Don't work too hard.
See you later.
Oh.
Love you, brother. Take it easy. Cliff, did you see the nature hike video about the folding chair that you did a couple days ago?
I've been everything essentially since Friday for videos I have not watched. I have been far too busy at work, and by the time I get home, I am just done.
I bet. Well, he finally found a nature hike folding chair that he likes.
Nice.
And myself, I've got a Helinox folding chair. that I'm still trying to figure out if I can get comfortable in it or not. Because this thing, it weighs next to nothing. That's my chair. Not much to it.
Yeah, no, those helinoxes are like almost non-existent.
Yeah, the material is next to nothing. I mean, yeah, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, just
And-
a couple of aluminum poles and some mesh.
Yeah, I mean, it just snaps together fairly quickly, I guess. It does. It holds me, which I'm kind of surprised, but you know, but I've always been heavy and I'm not used to it, you know. But that's the frame, and that that's the yeah. That's the top. That's the front.
Yeah, I know how those chairs work. I see them all the time.
I know, but
a lot of people take those backpacking because that chair weighs virtually nothing.
And material, I mean, and it just because in case you're stupid, it says this side up. I mean, it takes getting used to because that is really low to the ground. That's the only thing I have an issue with because that's not very tall. You know?
No, you're like maybe 8-10 inches off the ground. In a lot of those.
Let me see here. I'm just curious because I got my tape measure right here.
Wait, who else is live? Oh, that was like.
Try 6 inches. From the bottom of from right here to the ground is 6 inches. But it's cool and all. And it didn't cost me next to nothing. But then again, a lot of stuff didn't. But like I tell everybody else, I mean, I don't know how I find things this cheap. It's just that I happen to be in the right spot at the right time. That's all I can say. Now, would I recommend one of these things for everybody? Probably not. Oh, man.
I thought about getting one, but at the same time, most of the time I usually just sit on a rock or sit on a log.
Well, with my knee being like it is, I need someplace to actually physically sit.
Yeah, that's a little too low for my opinion.
It is a little low. I did try it in the living room the other day. It does splay out just a little bit, but I am within the weight limit, which is really amazing. It's like 120, 250 pounds. I'm well under that. It just takes some getting used to, is all.
Yeah, getting out of them is a pain.
Huh?
Getting in them is fun. Getting out is not so fun.
Now, getting up, that is not fun at all because I can't push up with my left leg. Now comes the fun part, putting all these things back in the freaking bag. I can't sit on. Check your. What? Big Mike, what are you talking about? Midichlorians?
Midichlorians.
What the heck is he talking about?
Star Wars?
I think he's mispronouncing Star Wars things.
No, that's midichlorians. I know what he's talking about.
Well, I got the fourth part, but
yeah, it's your midichlorians. Your midichlorian count is too low. That's why you can't propel yourself up off the floor.
I have to roll over and push myself up with my right leg. That's my biggest issue. If I would have had hiking poles or something, then it wouldn't have been as bad. But I was in my living room, and we have hardwood floors, or laminate floors at the very least, and it's kind of hard to push myself up with that. There's no carpeting for me to push myself up off of. Maxichlorians? What? Are we going to have a Star Wars battle in here, or what?
Y'all are killing me here.
Are they mispronunciating something, or what?
They're just killing me here. Killing me, Smalls. Killing me, Smalls.
Oh, I thought that was Mandalorians. But every time I hear the word Mandalore, I keep on thinking of mandolins. And that's not even the same thing.
No, it's Time Car Man.
Time Car Man. I don't know. Maybe Wookiees, Sasquatch is just a Wookiee that crash landed on Earth. Changed my mind. That sounds a little bit more plausible. What do you think, Cliff?
Everything crash lands somewhere at some point.
I never liked that show, so I didn't watch it.
I have the first 4 seasons on DVD.
Why did you watch it?
I actually liked watching Lost.
But the ending sucked.
It really did. The last season was absolute trash.
I literally lost my interest the last seasons. I didn't even watch it. It got boring. Too many deviations from the storyline that made no sense. But
the island made no sense.
My favorite theory is that everybody was dead. They were in purgatory.
It still doesn't expect us. The lottery numbers were the same as the coordinates for the islands.
That's what purgatory is all about. But if you're going to watch a show, I'm going to watch Alone rather than Lost.
I like Alone, but it's too much back and forth on the cameras.
Well, that's what
edited for TV and blah blah blah.
Well, the thing is, they're supposed to record themselves since no one can record them for them. So
yeah,
that's how they cut it. That's the editors. That's not the people. And the fact is, I mean, it's better than Naked and Afraid.
I hate Naked and Afraid.
No Twin Peaks. It's like watching Fargo. No.
If I ever managed, not like I would actually want to. If I was ever on Naked and Afraid, I'd be naked and everybody else would be afraid. That's how that shit would be.
You'd worry about getting your winky all sunburned.
I wouldn't even care about that.
That would hurt.
I'd be the only one out there that just disappears.
And
nobody will know where I'm at.
You just walk away from the set, huh?
I would just be like Castaway and just bam, just gone. I'd Castaway, Lord of the Flies, Swiss Family Robinson, that shit.
They find you 20 years later, built in a cabin with a full suit of clothes.
They'd be out there with a full-ass search crew and search dogs trying to find me. We're like, where's this guy at? We know we brought him. He hasn't left.
That they know of.
I'm in a tree. I'm just in a tree.
No, you're probably at the nearest town having a beer somewhere.
All right, later, CR. Have a good one.
Well, CR.
Shortly anyways.
This is about a good time as any, Cliff, to call it.
Yep.
It is not at 10:30. It is kind of late. I got to go tuck in Jenny. But
Yeah,
I
and I
thank
want
you all
to
for
unwind
coming.
because I'm
If you have any
burned out.
questions about any of the stuff we talked tonight, I will be putting the websites for the bow and the arrows and stuff in the description below. Please check them out if you get your chance to. Cliff, you said that those clips for the tarp cover things are at where? Home
Yeah, you can
Depot?
pick them up. Walmart, Home Depot sells them. You can pick them up, I believe, at Lowe's as
Particularly
well.
the
Tractor
turtle
Supply.
one. I'm just going to throw the turtle ones out there because they're
The
kind of
turtle ones I randomly found at Walmart, and I just happened to find like the ones there, and I
okay.
grabbed those because I knew exactly who I was giving them to in the minute I saw them.
Okay. But we'll talk about more about this stuff later. Be well, be safe, folks. I really care. Have a good weekend. Come see Cliff on Saturday on his live. You'll be talking about all kinds of gardening stuff.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Anything
Might just be
on that
open chat.
note? Anything you need to foreshadow for your years coming up? Anything interesting?
Nah, just a couple of dead plants that are not doing as well as I thought they would be for the testing that I'm doing, but could be that I just have too much water in the plant. So.
It's possible. Well, be well, be safe, everybody. Love you guys all. We're out of here in 5, 4, 3,
6, 8,
2, 1.
4, 0, 12.
Banana.